more experienced guys. Patrick Cantlay, nickname on tour, Table for One, is nonetheless has proven to be a pretty good Ryder Cup player through the years. So, all right. So the Junior Players Championship, ET, goes on out at Sawgrass. And now, look, this is the purest form of watching golf, but don't get it twisted. You go watch today's Junior, and you won't tell a huge difference from a random twosome at the Players in March. They're that good. They'll go, the winner of I don't know what his score was. I know Miles Russell won this thing a couple of years ago. I don't know what the winning score was. I'm going to assume it's always, 6 to 12 under par at least. These dudes, these jokers are good. They're just not as experienced, but, their ceiling, when they put it in the ground, on number one, their ceiling is to go as low as, 62 or 63, just like the best players in the world. Do they do it all the time or as often? No, they're not there yet. But the field, apparently, for this Junior Players, kudos to Gary Smith's nice article in today's pamphlet on just the total rundown of this thing, almost makes you want to drive out to the complex, park for free there at the media center, the closed slots, walk out on the course with no ropes and watch for free. It almost makes you want to go do that. You have the guys we know here, Miles Russell, obviously. This Taylor Maywinnie from out in your area, ET, I think Fleming Island, isn't he?
I believe so, yeah. Maywinnie, Fleming Island High School.
Yeah, he's like top 10. He's like 7th ranked junior. There's we have 4 juniors here on the First Coast ranked in the top 50. They're all in the field. And then apparently there's some other huge junior names yet I'm not necessarily aware of that are going to match. Going to reference I want to get the name right, okay? This reminds me of the old days in Jacksonville. We used to host, ET, this is before your time. This was a terrific event. It was the national, shout out to the Bernhardt family. Monica and Wes both, and their dad, Harvey, was the driving force behind this. But the national AAU basketball championships were here in Jacksonville, and they played them over at FCCJ. And I'm talking, I don't want to get it wrong, but Chris Webber, before he was Chris Webber, and Vince Carter. And if I looked at the names, man, it is big time names that came through Jacksonville as 16, 17, 18-year-old basketball players. And it was way back in Jacksonville sports history before we had, pro sports, before, even the minor league and AAA sports weren't what they are now. And an event like that grabbed your attention. Well, this Junior Players is kind of like that. The names, you may not recognize them now, but circle back. And here was an example. There's so many of you in the audience that wouldn't even comprehend what I'm doing right now. I'm literally thumbing through a newspaper. Y'all know what those are? All right, and now, guess what? Now I don't have my dadgum... Oh, by the way, Charlie Wood's also in the field. Wonder if we'll have a tiger sighting. Very well could. Matt Kuchar's kid is in the field. All right, here's your example. 2010 Junior Players, a guy named Michael Johnson won. He's not gotten above the Corn Ferry since then, but the rest of the field that year at Ponte Vedra in the Junior Players, ET, Jordan Spieth, Wyndham Clark, Emiliano Grillo, Grayson Murray, Daniel Berger, Taylor Moore, Will Zalatoris. All his juniors before we knew who any of them was. Here's another one, 2011. Robbie Shelton, the 4th one. He's still looking for his first PGA Tour victory. But he won in a field that included, you ready? Scotty Scheffler, heard of him? Matthew Fitzpatrick, Thomas Dietrich, Jake Knapp, and some of those other guys that were in the field the previous year. So that's the level of golf that's out there. And the organizers and the historians are saying this one could be as power-packed, as talented as any of the previous 18, I think it is now, Junior Players Championship. But a fun golf event, great golf event, a pure golf event out at the TPC Stadium, totally free, coming up this weekend. All right, going to let you, we'll fire up the spa music. Let you hear from James Gladstone when we return. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Thursday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser start the week by giving the ball to the best back in Duval.
And off, Fred Taylor.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein & Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
To catch more fish, you gotta think like a fish. Captain Kevin and the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Football is a game of inches, and at Front Runners Tap House, every inch counts. Catch every big play on their massive 396-inch giant television. The ultimate game day experience is waiting for you at Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental, with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, 2 locations in Jacksonville.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you are a 6th-generation jeweler. What kind of watch do you wear?
Frank, I think I've told this story 1,000 times. The watch I wear is a Rolex, and here's why. When my grandfather gave me a gift for graduating from college, he said, I want you to have something that you'll always remember me for. And he gave me a Rolex watch, and some 35 years later, it still runs and looks as good as it did the day I got it, a day I'll always remember. This might be the right time for you to create the same kind of memory, and nothing does it better than a Rolex from Underwood's. Whether it's a lady or a man's, the Rolex Oyster has the classic good looks and incredible durability and accuracy that make it the watch people want to own. And at Underwood's, all of our Rolexes come with a 5-year guarantee.
Underwood Jewelers in San Marco, in Avondale, and at the shops of Ponte Vedra. Underwood's, serving excellence since 1928. Underwood Jewelers.
All right, we interrupt today's radio program for this halftime trivia. What's hiding in your air ducts right now? A, dust and allergens. B, mold spores. C, last season's popcorn. Or D, all of the above. If you guess D, that's right. There's popcorn in there. If you guess D, it's all of the above. So call Lloyd's Heating and Air for a new system. Get 50% off duct cleaning. Residential and commercial, by the way. Family owned, trusted by North Florida. Dial Lloyd's Heating and Air or visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Ballou here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Come in, Mr. Gladstone. Good to see you. Just have you lay down right here. Mind if I ask you some questions while we work some of these kinks out? Okay? Yeah, that's okay. Okay, good. Just relax. How's your ecosystem today? Yeah?
How's your ecosystem?
Yeah, it's been a busy few months for you, huh? I was looking at the list of claims there. I don't know much about football, but it seems like we got a bunch of new guys. Tell me about the roster turnover.
It wasn't something that you intentionally set out on saying, hey, we're going to turn over this percentage or this number of the roster. It was an organic approach. And I think when you have high demands for players and expectations, the standards, it can become easier to sift through who makes the most sense moving forward and who makes the most sense for being here. Certainly excited about the group that we got in the moment, but can't say that it was with any intent to get to a certain number or percentage of roster turnover.
I got you. How's that feel? Is that pressure's just right? Got a lot of new guys. You must be excited about this rookie class. I see you kept the entire draft class and 2 undrafted rookie free agents.
Extremely excited. Obviously, with the rookie class, it's always an interesting part here in the early portion of the season to see how they're going to be involved on the grass. And I think the fact that we got guys who are built to the right stuff, obviously feeling it out for the first time, they've made their dent and they've all earned roles that are going to be meaningful to us over the course of this season. And obviously, I think that allowed us to move on from some of the guys that have been here for some years. And to those who many are saying goodbye to right now, we thank them for all the energy that they put into getting us to this point, because their presence here was felt, but really excited about the future explicitly when thinking about the rookie class.
Yeah, I hear you. They stunk, didn't they? I killed the music. It's a little fun with audio. Look, he talked about a variety of topics as the ecosystem comes to fruition. He was also asked about Trevor Lawrence. I mean, let's just keep banging the drum until it's gonna be a happy Monday for me when I come in and Trevor's gone 20 for 31 for 264 yards and 2 touchdowns. Everybody can, grab their buckets of water and throw it on the flaming thatch roofs that we've just been tossing matches on. So that'll be a good day. Be a good day for Jag Nation when you get off the freaking ledge of staring down into some abyss and make up some monster of quarterback need that we just don't have as a franchise. But I'll wait. I'll wait for those. Meanwhile, as to the organizational evaluation of quarterback Trevor Lawrence, up off the massage table, James Gladstone says couldn't be happier.
Absolutely jacked at the progression that we saw from the offseason program to now where we're at through 3 preseason games and on the horizon of the regular season, because obviously going through so many different schemes throughout the early portion of his career, finding stability, finding confidence in understanding the intent of one play to the next, the operation, takes some time. And so Trevor was doing a phenomenal job operationally throughout the course of the offseason program and really being consistent in doing what was explicitly asked. Throughout the course of training camp, he began to test everything and began to push the limits, not just to do what was asked, but go beyond that. And that was the exciting thing that you began to see sort of take shape and taking riskier throws and actually threading the needle in a way that was jaw-dropping, right? And so that was the exciting progression from, let's call it the off-season program, to now where we are at the end of training camp.
All right, so there's just a little bit of, they feel like they're in good hands at the quarterback position, and we're gonna get the answers to these questions, this roster manipulation. I do, however, feel the different vibe, whether that's a good one, a bad one, a better one. There's plenty of boring, stodgy organizations that have experienced a lot of success. They're not some young, hip, ahead of the curve situation going on up there in New England all those years. You don't feel it that way in Kansas City, do you? You still feel like a kind of a playground, old school football mentality, even though they could dial it up on you. But you don't see Andy Reid. You see that dude in a Hawaiian shirt looking for a Jack in the Box. All right, okay. He's not drinking an infused protein shake and getting on the treadmill for his morning workout. Different vibe all the way around. I should have brought in a Braves cap for my friend Dan Hicken. Should have brought him in. I wouldn't bring one in to taunt you, ET. The Braves are not in any sort of taunting position. This is not coming from a power position, but my God, you gave up 20 runs to Atlanta in the last 10 innings, I believe, down there in Miami. So that didn't go well after that first narrow victory for the Fish. The Braves, of course, they're hot now. Of course, the bats are heating up. I mean, guess it can give you something to look forward to next year. This isn't a Braves topic, though, except for this matter. I should have brought my man a Braves hat. He would have put it on. I could have gotten him to. I'm wearing a Braves hat. I'm not giving it up. I could have got Dan Hicken to put on and wear the Braves hat for the entire show if I guaranteed the Braves a 4-game sweep over the Phillies, because that's what's coming up next. That's why Dan Hicken would need a Braves hat for the next few days, not for some other silly reason. Braves go to Philly, where the Philadelphia is suddenly reeling. The Mets did the only thing that they could do to keep the National League East race alive. 2 out of 3 wouldn't have done it. Certainly winning a game would not have done it. The only thing the Mets could do here with just less than 30 games left in the season, the only thing they could do to get back in the National League East race was to sweep the Phillies. And what do you know? Took 3 in a row in New York. Hick gave the win streak. It's Mets facts. I didn't pay that much attention, but it's 9, 10, or 11 in a row now for the Mets at home over the Phillies. Certainly a pair of squads coming up again in the postseason. They do have another series left this year. Meanwhile, the Reds are getting swept. So, I mean, it's just high on the hog over here in Metland, I suppose. The wild card lead has grown. But, yeah, the Mets get the tasty little morsel we call Marlin. They'll play Miami the next 4. Get fat on that fish oil.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy dub.
Little fish oil treatment for the Mets. And the Braves, well, they get to go to Philly for 4. So not just good luck to us Braves fans, but good luck to you Met fans. And by the way, it's just another completely untenable position to be put in as Braves Nation. All right? I don't want either one of these teams to benefit from the next 4 days. And sure as sugar, one of them will. From whatever the Braves do the next 4. Anywho, I digress. Get an update on Travis Hunter. I'll share that with you when we return. News still popping all around the National Football League as we motor through this morning. Got Doc Kevin Murphy in the 7 o'clock hour. So let's tidy up those lingering injury issues with college ball, especially getting ready to kick really in earnest tonight. And we'll have the Riley Report, speaking of college ball. All that and more. When we come back on the other side, you thought Travis Hunter and his two-way detail was something. Apparently, we got a Power 4 player who's going to try and even up that. I'll explain when we come back. You are listening to The Drill on a Beatros Plumbing Thursday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Big number 1 Duval Ford is trusted by Duval families, Duval businesses, and law enforcement across Florida. We're Jacksonville's largest Ford dealer by new Ford sales with the biggest service facility to keep everything in your driveway and in your fleet on the road. Shop Big number 1 Duval Ford on Cassett Avenue for our low prices and nationally recognized service-first experience. Big number 1 Duval Ford, proudly serving North Florida since 1916.
Guys, your lawn's the home field. Now you can champion your St. Augustine grass. TopDressing.com just hit Jacksonville with a game-changing patented process. Aerate and transform your turf into a fairway-worthy masterpiece. less water, shorter cuts, and the envy of every neighbor. No one else delivers a perfect tan lawn like this. Visit topdressing.com and dominate your block with the same process that golf courses use. Top dress your lawn like the pros with topdressing.com.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. The Everbank London Getaway Experience. One lucky winner and a guest get round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Jags play in London. Everbank.com/London for official rules. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Everbank London Getaway sweeps entry period 7/28/25 to 9/5/25. Enter and get official rules and details at everbank.com/London.
At Performance Painting, we've spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performancepainting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
And also there's a competitive advantage to not knowing what side of ball he's going to be deployed on fully, what if that's half, if that's a mixture. All those sorts of things can vary from one week to the next, and I think the fact that that exists is certainly a hand that we'll keep close.
That's James Gladstone on Travis Hunter, and do you try and be sneaky at all or just secretive about how much he's going to play? That's all silliness, man. The guy's going to play. He's going to play on both sides. There's no magic formula here. It's going to depend on the football situation. If we've learned anything, this organization is fluid, bro. They're not stuck in some mindset, and they're going to just, make sure that they, force it in there. Travis Hunter's going to play a lot of defense when he's, catches his breath. And he's going to play a lot of offense. That's what he's going to do until it's proven that that's not a good strategy. I bet you game. And by the way, there's no playing into it. I would think, I would hope, I would expect that the percentage on both sides of the ball will be highest and heaviest right out of the gate. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't he play 80% of the snaps on both sides against Carolina? Why not? What? Playing 60% in that one will make you better prepared to play 70 the next week? Huh? Doesn't seem that way. I'd rather play 80 to get to 70 next week, and then we'll readjust. So, yeah, the guy's got to play. Got to play. So you think Travis Hunter was impressive? Sure he was. Guy played like two of the premier positions in college ball, playing both a corner at a lockdown rate and playing receiver at a Biletnikoff Heisman Trophy winner overall for his two-way excellence. Don't look now. but he could be starting a trend. Tonight at 8 o'clock, there's a game maybe it's worth checking out. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The Gophers will be taking on Buffalo. So, yeah, nothing too intriguing. But apparently Minnesota's got this player, Coy Parrish. Have you heard of him? Coy Parrish is going to expand his role on the 2025 Gophers team. He was a star safety as a freshman. He will now also play wide receiver and serve as the full-time returner on special teams. Now drawing comparisons to fellow two-way star Travis Hunter. Well, maybe in the assignment, let's talk about comparisons in the execution. Also, he's going to play wide receiver. Does that mean he's going to start at receiver? Is he going to win the Bolitnikoff at receiver? He had 5 picks last year. He's already a big-time safety in the Big Ten. And adding the punt and kick duties to that shouldn't be that much of a burden. How much can he excel at all 3 phases? That's what defines Travis Hunter's, greatness in the great two-way athletes, like two-sport athletes. You get credit for being able to play 2 sports. You get like Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders credit when you do it like they did. And it's the same way with a variety of ways you can impact the game. Gonna pull this up off of where was it? Yeah, so they're doing up there the same kind of things they do here. He's having to change the jersey in the middle of practice and that kind of thing. Look, we'll see how much receiver he plays tonight. You know what kind of safety he is. But anyway, just a name you probably weren't aware of. I wasn't until I came across Minnesota has a guy, forget a 2-way player. They want a 3-way player, E.T.
3-way.
Sure. Why not? Let's, again, unless you're starting at receiver, in addition to starting at safety, don't tell me you're a Travis Hunter comparison. That's ridiculous. The Travis Hunter comparison gets to only come in the results of this versatility, not in just maybe having it. All right, just a couple of things from the U.S. Open, which is underway. Now these guys are getting through their first and second rounds. Ben Shelton, the former Gator, seems to be positioned maybe as the next American male to win a Grand Slam if he can get that far. There are some more older standbys, Taylor Fritz, Tiafoe. They both won yesterday as well, so American men charged through. I saw the top seed there, Prison Break. He had another easy win. That'd be Carlos Alcaraz. But that hairdo, bro, looks like he just busted out of some rock somewhere. I don't know what bet Carlos Alcaraz lost. But, yeah, if you haven't missed it, he got that thing shaved down now. Meanwhile, had a little drama yesterday. Oh, they fought. Remember Medvedev, who somehow thought his racket was to blame, and he just smashed it to bits and attacked the umpire and all that good stuff. Yeah, he got a nice fine for the outburst and the racket abuse. Of course he did. All right, on the outer course, we pay all the attention to the top seeds and center court, and if you turn on, your television to watch your U.S. Open tennis coverage, you're not going to really be that aware of the Taylor Townsend Yelena Ostapenko match. I would say that if tennis were divided into other divisions rather than seeds, let's just say this would have been a heavyweight bout. If you know, you know. So these two girls are going at it out on court 11 yesterday. And right at Taylor Townsend and Jelena Ostapenko. Did you see the story?
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, so Townsend ends up winning the match. By the way, she is ranked number 1 in doubles. Ostapenko is a Latvian. She won the French Open. It's been years now, like back in the mid, 20-teens. But after she lost the match, she went up and in her display, I think, made herself guilty of exactly what she was accusing. She's a big, ugly, spoiled, bad loser.
Yeah.
That's what Ostapenko is. Just a big, ugly person.
Was not a good look.
She went up. She told Townsend that she, quote, had no class and no education. Don't know how that came into it.
Right.
Townsend, I thought, handled it on the high end, right? She took the high road. Look, I don't bother. And we can all take this advice. If somebody's coming at you with something that's not true, the best thing to do is to ignore it. What does that even matter? If I told ET, man, that's crazy. You're green.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why would you even have a response? So, yeah, the no education thing, the no class came from Ostapinko, basically be just a big, mean, ugly, sore loser. And there was a play in the match. Look, there's some little etiquette rules in tennis. Like if you hit a shot and it hits the top of the net and then it deflects and you get kind of a junk point, a lot of time a player will kind of nod and, tap their racket like, got away with one there. Well, there was a play in the match where Townsend, hit the tape and it trickled over or it scooted over Ostapinko's racket and she just turned around and walked back for her next play, and Ostapinko, took offense that she didn't recognize that she got away with one. So, this is about being a big, ugly, mean, sore loser more than anything else. A decrepit, old, broken down, used to be good tennis player who's now losing matches out on court 11 and then showing your big, ugly rump on the way out the door. These two big uns, man, they do not look like pro tennis players, ET. I mean, they do not look like two women who spend 48 weeks a year chasing tennis. Maybe the problem with Ostapinko, she only chases it for a day or two. Then it's on to the next spot. Come back with a football fix and more. It's a Betros Plumbing Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville's Travis Hunter dealing with an upper body injury, expected to be full speed for the opener a week from Sunday with the Jaguars lay 3 at home against the Carolina Panthers. Hunter expected to play both ways for Jacksonville. College football tonight, UCF laying 20.5 at home at Jacksonville State in Orlando. It's Boise State, 5.5-point favorites at South Florida, 62.5 the total. VSiN college football expert Wes Reynolds likes USF at +7. That number long gone. Wes's picks available at VSIN.com. Alabama laying 13.5 at Florida State on Saturday at Doak Campbell Stadium.
I'm Matt Pauley. This has been your action update on 1010XL.
If your house feels like a Florida swamp and your thermostat's just throwing out suggestions, then it's time to call Duck Duck Air Conditioning.
They showed up fast, fixed it right, and even cleaned up after. My house is finally chilled, and so am I.
Whether your AC needs a quick fix, a full replacement, or just a little TLC, Duck Duck Air Conditioning has got you covered with fast and honest service. Call 904-862-6769 to get your cool back, or online at duckduckac.com. When your AC is stuck, call the Duck.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce and tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it," and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
21 locations in the area. Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
It's time to elevate your back-to-school style with luxury and a brand new Cadillac.
Discover the 2025 Luxury XT6, a spacious 7-seat SUV starting at just $49,195. Perfect for carpooling or weekend adventures.
That's right, or step up your game with the stunning 2026 Vistique, Escalade, and Escalade IQ.
I want to go back to school in style.
You can. Visit us at Rainy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville. This school year, it's all about style.
Plus tax tag title $9.99 admin fee and resist all on approved credit.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarrOrthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Man, I don't want to say you can just listen to us and avoid other all sports media outlets. We got you covered. But one day, ET, after I suggested that these early season matchups, they take on a whole new meaning now with this new world of college football playoffs. Like, the impact of those games have changed. Used to be, you can't lose that game. And now it's going to be used and it just involved the two teams, right? That, like, the impact of a preseason USC-Alabama game involved USC and Alabama. It didn't involve 7 other teams in USC's conference. It didn't involve 5 other teams in Alabama's conference. It involved those 2 games. Well, now when LSU plays Clemson down the line, it may very well affect Ole Miss. It may very well affect SMU. When Florida plays Miami, it may very well affect Clemson. It may very well affect, Texas, whoever. Because you're going to have to use these comparative, references a lot more than you did in the past when you're only putting 2 teams at the end of the year for like ultimate decisions. Well, now that field is obviously expanded. And so these games don't just mean things for the teams. They're going to mean things for their conferences later, because it's not some meaningless throwaway January bowl game where who knows which players are even playing. And we all do it, and everyone can have fun with it. You take these bowl game bragging rights by conference, and it just tell me the bragging rights of the playoffs. Those are the teams, those are the conferences that are excelling, not who won the mayonnaise bowl. Seriously, though. All right. Anyway, let's fire up the band. We got a football fix. I thought of this. The fix, by the way, brought to you by the home course at Joint Creek Golf Club. Hole in one, still safe. And Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin Home Life Business Auto. She keeps you safe. In all seriousness. The Jaguars have kind of dodged some personnel bullets in these first 6 weeks of the season, E. I was thinking about this. What did the Panthers do this week? Traded Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
Adam Thielen caught a lot of balls for them last year. I mean, Adam Thielen was like an 80-catch, near 1,000-yard, if not 1,000-yard receiver. What are they left with? They got Ted McMillan, who's a rookie, and certainly they have big hopes. They've got, Leggett, who's more known for his dialect than his football accomplishments at this point. They had like a Coker, was it? Last year's a rookie. So not having Thielen week one out of the gates, I think that's a little bit of an advantage for the Jaguars versus them having them. All right, then you go to week 3. We also learned this week Joe Mixon not going to play for at least the first 4 or 6 weeks, and now their GM isn't committing to him being able to play at all this year. But week 3, Houston comes to town. No Joe Mixon. Now yesterday, suspension agreement reached between the Chiefs and the NFL. Instead of letting it linger with a hearing yet to come over Rashee Rice, his role in a fatal, basically car racing accident last year, he accepts a 6-game suspension, and lo and behold, that falls in the schedule window. So when the Jags host the Chiefs in Monday Night Football, the Chiefs' most talented receiver, don't get it wrong, they hadn't been available yet all the time, either through injury or now suspension, but Rashee Rice is the best skill set at receiver on that team. And so the Jags will get the Chiefs without Rice, they'll get the Texans without Mixon, and they get the Panthers in the opener without Adam Thielen, and you kind of wonder about the Panthers and what they're doing. In fact, I'm wondering so much, I'm tempted to click right here. What exactly were the Panthers trying to get out of this? I mean, they got a couple of future draft picks. Okay. But you got Vince Young, who you were trying to develop, right? All right, here's the Thielen. I gave him the kind of year he would have had had he played all year, but he missed 7 games with a hamstring injury. Still had 48 catches, 615 yards, 5 touchdowns. So, that would project out to, 90, over 1,000, and pushing 10. And now you got Ted McMillan, Jalen Coker, and Xavier Leggett. All right. Go get them, boys. Continuing with the football fix. There's news here in Jacksonville. It's about Travis Hunter. He was rolling full speed at practice yesterday. You heard James Gladstone talk about the Jags rookie, and he expects to be a full speed for the opener. The Patriots have claimed Tommy DeVito off waivers. He's the fan favorite quarterback for the Giants who was released. The Patriots were one of those teams that was stockpiling receivers. They cut Kendrick Bourne, I see, out of that. Terry McLaurin back on the practice field. The Commanders look like a really interesting team to me. 49ers say they will not trade Juwan Jennings. That 49ers receiving unit is banged up. They're not going to have Ayuk for a while. Jennings has been banged up. There'll be a lot of Pearsall and Kittle, and they desperately need Christian McCaffrey to be healthy and to stay healthy. Najee Harrison pads for the first time with the Chargers. You know how much they want to run the ball, and they didn't run it at all with any effect a year ago. So Harris had that fireworks incident July 4th, finally playing. All right, that's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by the Home Course, the Jointed Creek Golf Club, best value in golf, and the team you want on your side when something goes wrong. All-State agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Hick and Arrival and more come your way next on a Beatros Plumbing Thursday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL is your home for play-by-play of Bishop Kenny football.
The Crusaders season kicks off at home against University Christian. Friday night at 7 on 92.5 FM.
Hayes Carline here. If you're shopping for a new ride, you've got to check out Atlantic Infinity. Not only do you get a luxury vehicle, you also get the Atlantic Infinity Promise Free with every new car. That's almost $2,500 in added value just for buying smarter, and you don't have to sweat it out on the lot. Shop in their indoor climate-controlled showrooms. It's cool, comfortable, hassle-free. They're on Atlantic near St. John's Bluff, or browse anytime at atlanticinfinity.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, Hicken here. I've been around the block or two, and Checkmate Coatings is who I call for my own place. They're my new MVP for stunning, long-lasting floors.
Brendan here with Checkmate Coatings. No massive overhead means top prices on top-quality pool decks, driveways, garages, and patios, too.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com today. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
If you miss an interview, it'll be waiting for you on demand.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Search where you find podcasts.
And at 1010XL.com.
Trained by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Looking for summer fun the whole family can enjoy? Check out Wick, a candle bar. Make your own custom candles and body care products in store at Wick, a candle bar. Locations in San Marco and Jacks Beach.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Man, I love Beaches Dermatology. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs Surgery. Great folks. And all the people at the location on Solano Road where I go to do a fantastic job. But there are other locations to serve you as well. Bottom line is they're there for all your skincare needs, man. I had a hydrofacial. Unbelievable. I recommend it highly, man. Talk about relaxing. Talk about chill. Get one for your wife if you don't want to get one. But fellas, I'm telling you, get out there and get one at Beaches Dermatology. You will absolutely love it. Protect yourself from the sun, man. That's what they want you to do as well. Remember, this is the Sunshine State. And protect those ears. Long sleeve dry fits. You got to do it. And if something does show up, go online at beachesdermatology.com. Find the location best to serve you. Take care of all your skincare needs. beachesdermatology.com.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics this season. Now with 4 locations, these free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings through October from 9 to 10 at Cortex Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra. Preferred PT in Fleming Island and Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and World Golf Village.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
The first half champion Jumbo Shrimp are home at newly renovated ViStar Ballpark this week and weekend. Join us tonight for Coors Light Thirsty Thursday and Military Appreciation presented by Mojo. Fireworks tomorrow courtesy of Big D Building Center, and Saturday the first 2,000 fans through the main gate get Honey Dripper shorts courtesy of ViStar. Baseball and fireworks all weekend. JackShrimp.com for tickets.
Hey, gang, it's football season, and I don't know a bunch about chips and dip, but I know this. If you got chips, then you need dip. And if you need dip, let me tell you the dip for your chips. It's Daisy French Onion Dip. You'll love the new Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip as well. Game changers. These are delicious as homemade dip, made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. You've got to try the dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
Labor Day weekend is here, and Hidden Hills Golf Club is offering specials this holiday weekend. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com and secure your holiday tee times for just $59 per player. We look forward to seeing you at Hidden Hills.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. In the Jags' 53-man roster, the team has made their backfield order clear, and Travis Etienne's role as the centerpiece looks to remain secure. No surprise, the Gators are massive favorites over Long Island University, according to ESPN's Bill Conley. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:02, it's 74 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Wait till I get my money right.
You know it! Yes, sir! And so it begins. A weekend full of football begins tonight. And we don't even have the NFL. We do have James Gladstone meeting with the media yesterday, which was cool. Saying a lot of interesting things. We also learned yesterday congrats are in order for Travis Hunter and his wife. They have a baby boy, I believe, was the report.
No.
Huh?
Was the baby, was she announcing that she was pregnant or they had the baby?
They had the baby.
Yeah. That was a quiet behind pregnancy.
Yes.
For them.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even like during the whole wedding and those photos, that wasn't even like the bump hasn't been noticed or anything, right?
I think people were suggesting that, but they were kind of scared to suggest it. You know how that is.
Whatever,
you never, ever.
Don't get involved with that kind of stuff.
Say, hey, when's the baby due? I'm not pregnant. Never. Fellas, that's one lesson we all learn at some point in our lives.
Right, everybody learns.
Everybody inserts foot into mouth, and it's if you can pick up one thing in life.
It's harder now because everyone feels the need to weigh in on any and everything. It's not their business.
Never ever say, when's the baby due?
Yeah.
To any lady.
No.
She may have just had one. You just don't know.
Here's what you do, though. You got to have this. You have to phrase it this way. If you ever say, now, you have to ask, when are you due? Mm-hmm. And then when they say, and you look confused. No. Again, what do you do? I'm sorry, where do you work?
No, I heard you.
Yeah, no. Well, okay.
I'm sorry. No.
Well, never mind.
Okay, I don't want to.
With or without child, where do you work?
But anyway, yeah. So, what a lot for that young man going on, though. Think about his life.
Yeah.
Just a year ago.
Well, we know he's a good multitasker, so I'm sure daddyhood will come quite naturally. I need to mention this.
But the good news is he's on the grass, too, by the way.
That's the new one. I mean, we're going to have a book of these little sayings by the time Gladstone is done. Mm-hmm. There is a terrible accident on I-10. This was sent in to me maybe 30, 45 minutes ago. It's coming east at Chafee. It is backed up. They say to the toll road, whatever that means. I-10 is shut down. It's a fatal accident, I'm told, eastbound. So, man,
we had one of those the other day.
Yeah, it's been hectic. We had one downtown. There's another one out at Chafee, I think, yesterday. So, yeah, man, y'all be careful out there, man. Life is precious. It's precious. And don't make a simple commute a life-changing event.
Yeah,
stay in your lane, literally.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the Jags. And look, it's obviously, the fellas will practice today, and then they'll have a nice weekend off, and they come back next week, and they begin getting ready for the Carolina Panthers. But we got college football as well coming up, starting tonight. So certainly some excitement. In fact, that's the subject of today's Dream Finders Homes poll question, brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Florida Gators, the PGA Tour, Jacksonville Jaguars, and maybe one day the Tampa Bay Rays. You can lock into some tremendous interest rates at 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I found another wheel idea. What I'm doing is...
What about shaving? No water, no shaving cream. Do we ever...
Yeah, y'all mentioned that, man. Yeah. Had me out here like Bumpy McGee.
What I'm doing is I'm finding online these they just pop up on social media, these payoffs of the fantasy football bets.
Yeah, I saw one at the Marlins game this week. They had a good one.
And those are good ones. They had this dude, I don't know what, he has to go in this, he went in this like crate that they put like the dogs in.
Okay.
And the boys just all, one after another, came and poured like things on him.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like, it was reminiscent to me of my sandwich eating. You don't have to eat it though, but I mean, they dump from ice water to flour to chocolate. Yeah. It's, I would say, for like, it'd be like 5 different items, and you just line up and dump them on them. So just something there. Made me chuckle when I saw it.
And then you have to stay in it for 24 hours.
And then you have to live there. It's unbelievable. Are you game?
Oof. How's that sound?
But anyway, just go to DreamFindersHomes.com and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. They'll help you navigate your home purchases. And if you haven't been there, go check out the site because those homes are beautiful. What will Florida's DJ Lagway do this season? I put 4 choices. Florida's DJ Lagway, what's he going to do this year? Is he going to win the Heisman? He is in the top 10
I'd say no.
of Vegas.
I'd say no on that, but he has the schedule and perhaps some young receivers that could afford him.
Better than last year? Will he battle injuries, or will he be all SEC quarterback?
Almost feel like no matter the answer, C will be attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what the
battle injuries.
The thing most proven of those four answers is that this dude is always injured.
Yeah.
Now, or hurt. There's a difference between hurt and injury.
Yeah.
He's always hurt. I would say he'll be better than last year.
Better than last year.
Yeah, I think it's a little too much to expect Heisman's and the all SEC quarterback means a little more this year because it's so quarterback strong.
Mm-hmm. E, what say you?
Better than last year.
Better than last year. That's your leader, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not the leader.
Oh,
my bad. Battle injuries.
Oh,
42%.
Yeah, again, that one almost like lords over all the answers.
Oh, that's terrible. That we can't have. 33% better than last year. 17% says the all-SEC quarterback. 8% says he wins the Heisman Trophy. You can vote at Dan Hicken. Your Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day.
What do you think of Dan Graziano?
Danny G?
Danny G at ESPN. But anyway, he covers the league. Obviously, he's been there for a while. He's not a gray, so there's that.
Yeah.
He has just put together his bold preseason column with the season. Now, don't forget, NFL kicks off a week from today, right? What is it, Cowboys-Eagles first game? All right.
Yes.
But anyway, Graziano has released his bold predictions for the 2025 season.
Bold predictions?
Yeah, and so I don't know how bold this is. It's been rumored, but I'm surprised that this is still currently being heard. So you tell me how, if at all likely, this bold prediction would be to come true. I don't think it's completely without merit. It's certainly something that we have talked about here, at least in passing.
Okay.
Jacksonville Jaguars bold prediction. Don't be surprised if a pair of rookies take over the backfield by year's end. And then says, what I'm hearing, barring a trade between now and week 1, the Jags look poised to enter the season with a room that includes Etienne, Bigsby, Tootin, and Allen. Etienne and Bigsby could lead the backfield to start the season, but the new coaching staff and front office inherited them. Drafted Tootin, home run speed, enticing, should force his way into a major role soon. And Allen, who they believe can be their third down back. Etienne, a free agent at season's end, and Bigsby signed through 2026. So a changing of the guard in the Jags backfield could be afoot before long. I don't know how bold that is. I do think this. I think it's awesome that when Etienne and Bigsby go on the field, they know that if production doesn't follow, that's not Dearness Johnson over there. That's a guy that these dudes went and drafted. That 152-yard run in week 3 is going to put them over you on the depth chart moving forward. Don't you feel like that? Don't you feel like we'll see the running back? Let's say Tootin especially. I don't know so much about. I don't think Allen is poised for that just quite yet. Mm-hmm. But don't you just like Tootin? You're going to see him in spurts, and Bigsby and Etienne I think will be effective. I feel like he's going to fix the run game. He's been proven to do that. But Tootin will have this, that, or the other. And then about week 3, Tootin will bust off that 62-yarder, E.T. He'll take it to the paint.
To the crib.
Yeah, so the next week you see him a little bit more. But it'll be that first big, long run, touchdown kind of run, and then that's how it starts.
Okay.
That's how it starts, where that a play that ETN was giving us in 22, right? A handoff off tackle at Houston, 64 yards later, it's a touchdown. I mean, again, ETN's long run a year ago, 22 yards. There are only 2 qualified backs who had a shorter long run. So that explosive ability, and Bigsby doesn't have that, even as his skill set. Tootin, it doesn't seem real bold to think, if not expect, Tootin to be the guy. If this team is going to get better, Tootin to be the guy at midseason.
We shall see. I guess there's only way to look at it. I mean, I don't think that would totally surprise us. I kind of get the feeling like I know they like him.
Yeah.
But maybe they
probably not ready to trust those guys yet.
They're not ready quite yet, for the blocking and the things of that nature. So
is ETN or Bigsby more likely to be traded if the Jaguars are doing good or if they're doing poorly? That's an interesting. Usually, it's only one if you're doing poorly.
Yeah.
If you're trading, a guy who's going to play somewhere else, it's different if you're getting the guy.
Right.
But in this case, it might be because they're doing well and Tootin has shown what he can do, and you can afford to you might get a 3rd or 4th rounder for one of those dudes if it's a desperate situation for someone in season. I don't know though. With ETN, you're only getting a half a year, and he hasn't proven to be the kind of impact.
I think the thing for ETN is, I think this is his last year in Jacksonville.
Got to get the burst, and if he wants to play somewhere else, he's got to show that he didn't have that burst. We'll chalk it up to injury or whatever. He's got to be able to hit the seam and go, man.
He looked good in training camp.
He did.
Looked good in a couple times he touched the ball in preseason.
I agree with that. Yeah.
He looks a little different, so that's good, and it's good to have that competition. It'll, something's got to give over there, and because they're going to run the ball and they're going to need the O-line to be better, which we feel like it has, but they're going to need the backs to be better too. And they got to all be better. And so, and they're going to run it. They are going to run it. So, that first game I always go back to. I just think last year, remember, Trevor threw it 21 times in that first game, and I was annoyed. I remember being annoyed, like, why are we doing? I mean, I get it. We want
not enough, you're saying.
Yeah, not enough. I mean, it's got to be a healthy number there. But I can't wait for that to come. And you're right, the Cowboys and Eagles go a week from today.
Yeah.
So,
and then there's a Friday game.
We're off.
The Chiefs and Chargers play Friday.
Where's that? Brazil?
Yeah. So next week, Thursday, Friday, we got football both days. NFL.
I think the Chargers are ticked about that one, by the way. Having to go down there.
The Chargers are like a stepchild.
They really are.
Even in the city that they call now call home, they'll always be the San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles.
San Diego.
That's what I say. By the way, the Jaguars did in this early season schedule. They've some personnel things have kind of fallen their way.
What you got?
Well, week 1, the Panthers trade of Thielen may be a yawner, but they ain't got a lot at receiver that's proven.
Good.
I mean, Leggett, Coker, and a rookie McMillan. I think that's a pretty good starting point for the Jaguars defense. So that helps. Week 3, the Texans are going to come to town. We've learned now in the last couple of days, Joe Mixon ain't playing maybe for the year, but he definitely won't play the first 4-6 weeks.
No.
So you get the Texans without Mixon. And then with the arrangement now between Rashee Rice and the NFL that his suspension has been announced for the first 6 games, well, the Chiefs come to town for Monday Night Football. What is it, week 5? 5 or 6, one of those first few games. So they'll face the Chiefs without Rashee Rice, the Texans without Mixon, and the Panthers without Thielen.
I'd rather be without, Young and Mahomes.
I get it.
And Stroud, but beggars can't be choosers. We'll take it.
It helps. It helps.
Can't hurt.
It helps.
Can't hurt. All right, we're just warming up. We got a lot to do today. It's a busy Thursday. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Lots of football talk here on The Drill.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
All right, listen, the baseball races are shaping up in MLB, and Shohei did some stuff last night. He got his first win of the year, which is amazing. He's been pitching for a while. He hadn't gotten a win, but that's because they were pitching him an inning, and then 2 innings, and then 3 innings, and then 4 innings. Well, here come the Dodgers now. It's that time now we're going to see which of these teams can, turn it on. And, we're heading into September this weekend, man. We're heading into September, so we got a month to go in the race. We're down to 30 games. And so we're going to see which teams jockey for position. Can any team catch it? But we don't have a lot of races going on per se. So we'll see if that occurs as well. Like, we can pretty much tell you what teams are going to make the postseason. It's just an interesting time in baseball who created this with the addition of the extra wild card.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get a look behind the throw with Denny Thompson.
Yeah, I want to tell you what's really happening at the quarterback position.
Denny Thompson is the quarterback whisperer. Friday mornings on The Drill, revved up by George Moore Chevrolet and Tyson Sound and Security on 1010XL.
Final week, final days of Beard's Diamonds' incredible free finance offer. Hicken here. This week only make any purchase. Spread those payments over 5 years without a dime in interest payments. Not just on engagement rings, but what a great time to get one if you're thinking about getting married. But earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstone jewelry. Here's why. You buy now. You pay nothing down. You spread your payments over 5 years. It's a great way to buy, and nobody else does it. 5 years, zero interest. You can even finance the sales tax. And I'm talking about all GIA certified diamonds. They're included in this. Rounds, princess cuts, ovals, pear shapes, cushion cuts, emerald cuts. Whether you get a $5,000 or $50,000 diamond, you can spread your payments over 5 whole years. Get the Beard's Diamonds unbeatable price. Pay zero down. Spread those payments over 5 years. Lots of people are doing it, but time is running out. Offer ends on Sunday. Will not be extended. It's at Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center, the only local jewelry store there. Say hi to the Lupos on your way in and on your way out with that big diamond. Shop local. Shop Beards.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC expert, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Want your son or daughter to enjoy sports year-round? Then log on to I-9 Sports with fall and winter registration open right now, including girls volleyball at Duval Charter Bay Meadows, plus plenty of other spots and sports on the First Coast. I9sports.com. Enter 1010 for a discount.
Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy are serving up your daily dose of sports talk specials from scratch.
I didn't know you could.
XL Prime Time is driven by Duval Ford.
These are delicious.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Maxed out on credit card, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Welcome back. Time to time, we like to bring in our friends from the Tristan Bailey Foundation, get updates, and we've got Forrest Bailey and Maddie Hinson here.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Always
gentlemen.
good to see you guys.
You guys continue to do events, and we have things coming up, and we want to talk about the golf tournament that we like to be a part of. So that's easy for us. But you guys do all the hard work. And Forrest, I know you were out Monday out in Ponte Vedra doing an event. Just tell us about that real quick. How you doing, by the way?
And I'm hanging in there.
Attaboy.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, no, we were out at Crosswater Church on Monday evening, and they had brought together a group of parents to talk about, technology and how it's impacting kids. And so had brought in the St. John Sheriff's Office as well as Jennifer Dudden from Raven, and they talked about how to manage technology. It was a really, really good session. Great questions from the people there. And they gave a lot of good options on how you can have some of these tracking softwares.
It feels like, I don't want to speak for you, that's maybe become maybe the prime objective here is this technological impact, the bullying among the many, things that the foundation's.
Yeah, it's really pushing across all the elements.
It incorporates
honestly,
everything.
Jeff, like everything's kind of coming together because, Monday we had that on social media. Tuesday, Sarah Arnold from the St. John's Commissioners had organized like a youth character day. And so we had time where we're talking about programs that are going to help the youth in the community. So it's more, how they interact with other people. And then, in the background, those WAVE self-defense classes keep crushing on. And, even on a victim's advocacy, going out to dinner tonight with, 3 other families that have lost children. So going out with the Wheelers and Spans and the Stewarts, just to kind of connect. And the community's been great too, because there's a DUI task force this weekend that the Stewarts are involved with. Another family that we're working on is enacting Connor's Law. So there's so many things that have been going on, but for our foundation, literally this week, there's something every day.
That technology course, that should be, times change, culture changes, society changes. That should be a required class in school. This should be taught. This should,
not a bad idea.
They want to put all these other intrinsic values into this, this educational outlet and the other. That in today's day and age should be a taught class.
Well, one more thing that happened, and Forrest knows about this. By the way, I'm distracted by this picture of random buffaloes.
Well, that's how we roll.
That's what we do.
Buffaloes.
Yeah.
But
Bill's Mafia, we call it.
I am not just the president. I'm also a client now.
Yeah.
We learned something very valuable in my family recently, that it's very important to pay attention where you back your photos up.
Okay.
From your phone, because we all take pictures of our children and things. And unfortunately, some Homeland Security actually was in touch with us. And unfortunately, some photos of my children were found on the dark web.
Gosh.
Yeah. And it's just another lesson while we're talking to our kids about
stuff like that you never would think would happen to any of us.
Right.
I mean,
there's a lot of evil in the world. And
we just learn more and more every time about something different. It's like, we just learned something more. One more thing to add. It's not just educating the kids. It's also educating the parents.
Yeah.
Technology. Just little things we're doing.
I mean, we've all been in the car and you're talking about needing a new garage door, and then 5 minutes later there's an ad on your phone for garage doors. I mean, that's not a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, Dan, when are you due?
No, and by the way, no cloud for this guy.
I mean,
I ain't sending nothing to the cloud ever, as long as I live.
Forrest, you have become so active in this foundation, and I mean, obviously we talk about this every time you come in, but going through what you've been through, but the way you have taken this tragedy and made it a positive, I mean, and your entire family's behind you, obviously, but you're just hard charging on this stuff, man. You just don't stop. I mean,
just talk a little bit about that and why, I know you're doing it in memory of your daughter, but talk about what drives you on this.
It continues to be, the memory of Tristan and the things that Tristan was doing well, and keeping a focus on what she was doing. I think that there's a lot when we lose people where there's a focus on true crime and how all these horrible, evil things happen, and the loss to the world is, the people that are no longer with us who could have done something.
Right.
And honestly, beyond that, it's the community. Anytime we go out and we do something, there's such a great reception to it. We did something a month ago, and somebody just stopped and said, "Listen, it's making a difference." He was going out. He was going to have his daughter and wife go through one of the self-defense programs. It just the idea that somehow. I hope we're going to spare somebody from going through what we went through, and I think that's
if you can do that for one person,
just one person,
job well done, right? Yep. But what you've done has been incredible, and you guys got some good events coming up that you wanted to mention as well, and we want to mention. We have the golf tournament.
Yep.
So tbstrong.org, is that correct?
tbstrong.org. It goes straight there now. It goes straight there now. It doesn't confuse you anymore.
You can type in Tristan Bailey Foundation. It will also take you there, though, I think.
I think if you
can type in either. But really excited
they're
about
listening. It'll pop up on your phone in 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to start adding it to it. The algorithms work. No, that should be a lot of fun this year.
That's November 3rd.
Yeah, first Monday in November. It'll be the very first golf tournament that St. John's will put on, St. John's Golf and Country Club, before or after they've redone their greens. Okay. They're just going to open their course back up, and that's going to be we're going to be their first tournament back.
Okay, well that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And I've seen them. The greens look phenomenal right now. They look great.
Yeah, and then what's the Top Tracer event you have coming up too?
Yes, the St. John's Golf and Country Club just installed Top Tracer, and they also created a new little what they call provisions shack. It's going to have hot dogs, hamburgers.
That's the rage, man. I would encourage all of these local, you call them public, but they're not built like public courses when they're built. But all of those, y'all hear me out there, you should all do this to your range. I don't care what the investment, I don't care if you contracted my people at Jewel Creek, or I'm just start naming. I don't know who does and who doesn't. They all need to build those things, man.
Oh,
they're
and
fantastic.
It's very cool, and it's similar. It's kind of similar to the concept of Top Golf, but you're getting to hit a real golf ball instead of the golf balls that are there, and you're outdoor. But they're going to donate the entire Top Tracer bay, all 12 bays they have.
So go out there and check that out.
Yeah, so it's going to be on September 29th.
Sounds like Jeff's going to come out.
Right around the corner. Don't tempt me.
Yeah, you should. It's from 5:30 to 7:30.
Actually, is that what the weekend I'm out of town? I'm not being funny. Or is that a Monday?
It's a Wednesday, I believe.
It's a Wednesday. I think
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down.
And it's early enough that you could be up for this since you start real early. Yeah.
We're doing it from 5:30 to 7:30. They're
Perfect.
going to give it to us for 2 hours after work. Just swing by. Nobody's being charged to participate, but we're asking for donations. So if you want to be a part of the long drive bay, it's just going to be a couple bucks to be able to hit a long drive. Something like that.
Wonderful.
And so it's really just geared up towards letting everybody know about what they've got going on there, because they've been so kind to us at St. John's Golf and Country Club.
I know, and you always talk about the community forest, and the community is there for you. But I mean, what you do for the community also, and you guys do for the community, should not be, has to be mentioned as well. We appreciate you guys and everything that you do through the memory of your daughter, beautiful Tristan Bailey. And so all we ask is that you guys, is the golf tournament sold out yet, or do we still have some spots?
Oh, we still got some spots.
Okay, so get in now. It's great. It's a lot of fun. It's it's really a family affair. It's a nice deal. We're usually there. We're usually there complaining about the Jags by then. Hopefully this year, maybe it'll be different.
Or the Gators, one of the two.
Yeah, maybe it'll be different this year. Maybe.
This year will be different.
Maybe.
It's often coming off the Georgia game.
Can we just...
It's like right after the Georgia game. That hasn't been a real fun experience of late.
How many seasons, fellas, have we gotten to? We look forward to this dadgum football season for months. And you get into week 1... and you come out.
Yeah.
And it's shot.
That's why it's
just get us through a few weeks this year,
that's
boys.
why
We're all feeling good today.
We are.
We're all feeling good.
We're undefeated right now.
Undefeated.
You know,
Gators, Knowles, even.
You know what's funny about that?
Jags. Come on.
That November 5th, checkpoint is that one year that we ended up being good, we were terrible at that November checkpoint. And another year, we ended up being terrible. We were the best team in the league at that checkpoint. So,
good point.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. All right, the heck with the checkpoint, though.
Yeah,
But get involved in the golf, Googans. We appreciate you guys. tbstrong.org, Tristan Bailey Foundation. We've got Forrest Bailey and Matt Hinson here. We appreciate you guys so very much.
Well, I got a question
Thanks for all you do. Yes.
If I can interrupt you for a second.
can.
Because I texted you the other day.
Okay.
And you didn't respond.
Well, I always respond. I disagree.
No, I texted you. And what I asked you about was whether or not you wanted to join this men's 40 and up baseball league.
Jeff, can you answer that for me? Do I want to join a men's 40 and up baseball league?
Do you have a 16 up?
You want me to get the ball
play with 40-year-olds
60 feet
with 40-year-olds?
Yeah.
That was a nice throw there.
60 and up.
If you can't see on YouTube right now, there's really nice,
that's
nice form.
Yeah, that'd be about 6 of those, and then it would be like this.
Well, we do want to
thank you for asking me.
Yeah, we do want to shout out to the Jacksonville Naturals, one of the teams that's on there. They are dedicating their season to Tristan.
Oh, very
to
good.
the foundation. They got Till uniforms, and they've got actually a player that played in AA for the Mets. Playing on their team.
I predict he'll be the MVP of the league. Good to see you, fellas.
Good to see you.
Appreciate you.
Thank
This
you.
is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. I always brag on what you guys have on-road and off-road. But, Greg, tell everybody about what's happening on the water, because you got loads of opportunity.
We do. We've got lots of boats in stock. We got the Honda 19-foot Fisher Runabout. We've got the Coach pontoons, all of them with that legendary Honda motor and legendary Honda reliability, which you always want when you're out on the water.
You could be cruising along the Intercoastal or out on the ocean, but check it out. Facebook page ready for all of you to see, Cycles of Jacksonville, or their showroom on Atlantic near Regency.
I know you love sports, so why not take that passion and make a difference in your community as a volunteer coach with the YMCA? Whether it's soccer, basketball, volleyball, or flag football, the Y is always looking for positive role models to help kids grow in both skills and character. Even if you've got no coaching experience, that's fine. We'll provide the training. Step up, give back, and be the coach that makes a difference. To volunteer, visit your local Y or fcymca.org.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Yo, Jacksonville, Hicken here with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings, my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Floor coatings. Better play, better results. I'm talking, start with the garage, man. They will turn that garage into another room for your house. It opens up basically endless possibilities. You know, sports bar maybe, hang out there, simulator, who knows, whatever you want. They won't stop there. They'll do your driveway. They'll do your patio. They'll do your pool deck. Checkmate Coatings. Nobody does it better. Brendan, the owner over there, great guy, Jacksonville guy. He'll talk to you. He'll go over what he's doing with you. He's got Jacksonville guys keeping prices low with no massive overhead. Slam dunk those floors at checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com. They're Checkmate Coatings. They're your floors missing piece.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it. Yeah. Yeah. We got sports concepts and rationalizations. It's a 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. E, what's the razzle-dazzle of the day?
Razzle-dazzle of the day is a pair of voucher tickets to the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. The Shrimp are at home this week in a 6-game series versus Rochester. Now I got a pair of tickets to one lucky winner at the end of the 10-minute drill.
E, what's the nickname for Rochester?
Reds?
No.
Red Wings?
Dead Things. Dead Things.
I've been saying it all week.
I don't know. Have fun.
You know what is a good idea for the wheel moving forward?
What is that?
Is to do one of these social media trend/challenges that all become popular within reason. You know, at times it's the hot chip. At times it was the
what do we got?
The milk crate challenge.
The milk crate. No, we wouldn't do. But like the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah.
If one of those is hot, maybe we make that the kind of the de facto go-to because there is one now. It's sports related. I've watched people do.
Talk to me.
It's fun, and we could go and do things at our own pace and enjoy the game. But there's this. Have you seen this 999 challenge at baseball games?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah,
you can do that.
Yeah, you got to do 9 hot dogs and drink 9 beers
in 9 innings.
In 9 innings.
I probably could do that.
Yeah, you could. It wouldn't be, it would be painful, but that's the idea. And we'd have to get you a driver home. And you're not a huge beer fan, so that's a little bonus for us. So the 999 challenge, I would be down with.
Put her on the wheel.
Put her on the wheel.
Maybe we should. I have another idea for the wheel. I'm trying to get. Let's put 4 things on the wheel.
Okay.
Not 8 or 6
That's fine.
then we don't have to come up with a million different things. We pick 4 that are acceptable and good, and it's there. It's done.
Okay.
All right. So there's
one.
Yeah, 999. Just put that aside, and we'll be good to go on that. Gosh, I was going to say something and I've distracted myself. That's how I roll.
Maybe you were going to ask me about Nolan McClain, our new sensation on the bump.
No, actually, I was going to ask you. I was waiting for you to add. When were you going to ask me for the Braves hat you're going to wear the next 3 or 4 days?
The Phillies?
Yeah, I figured you'd be asking me for a Braves. I hook you up, do you a solid, and give you one of my mini Braves hats. And then you could wear that because I know you'll be watching them. I know you will. You'll be watching all kinds of Braves baseball the next 4 days. I got good news and bad news.
Yeah.
Okay. The good news. We'll get 6 or 7 runs 3 of the 4 games. The bad news, a couple of those games we may give up 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Now, more good news, 2 of the pitchers in the 4-game set will be Sale and Strider. The bad news is 2 of the 4 pitchers in the series will be Sale and Strider.
Yeah.
And so also one of them I likely will pitch well, and that'll be the one of the 4 days where we don't hit and only score 1 or 2 runs. So the best I can offer you, the best you can hope for out of my motley baseball team, playing well, especially offensively, is a 4-game split. Now it's up to you. Go win three or four from the Marlins, and you're just that much more in the thick of it.
Yeah.
When do you play the Phillies again? Obviously, it'll be at their place.
Coming up. It's
is it a 4 or a 3? It's a 4. Ooh, I love it. Watch that.
We have a 10-game roadie that's going to really determine our fate. It's after the Marlins this weekend. We have 3 in Detroit, but we missed Scooble.
Well, that's awesome.
Which is good.
No, it's better than good.
We have 3
in Pittsburgh, but we missed Skeens.
No, we go Detroit, then we go to the Natty.
Yeah, who's
struggling
falling
a little bit.
They're taking the Marlins route right now.
And then we go to Philly.
Yeah.
That's 10-game road trip. And so we'll see. That will determine a lot of how far we go. If we can get back in the East, or we're back in it, but it's still 4 games with 29 to go. So that's definitely doable, but we have to play good baseball. And here's what the Mets will do. And you can mark my words. You know, it's great atmosphere, great beating the Phils, sweeping the Phils at home. Now the Fish will come in, and we'll be flat tonight. You watch. We'll be flat, and I'll be sitting there.
Well, you'd like to hope not. You need to keep it going here and beat up on them. I mean,
we have no wiggle
We scored
room.
20 runs in the last 10 innings against those jokers. They're not real good.
Yeah. Good.
Well, Braves Nation, has responded. They've
But I was going to say, this kid, Nolan McLean, got,
for sure.
He's like your
Waldrop.
Waldrop.
Yeah, he's doing what Waldrop's doing.
And
probably a little better, to be honest.
Yeah, McLean just is the first Met pitcher, and we don't have a great tradition of much, but we have a tradition of pitchers.
Yeah, young pitchers, yeah.
The first Met pitcher to ever win his first 3 games in 3 starts.
I think he also
he bested Tom Seaver in something last night.
Well, he also last night either tied or is one ahead or one behind Nolan Ryan's best 3-game strikeout start for a rookie pitcher.
Yeah.
So he's also done that. Yeah, no, I have noticed that he's been
if you
been
watch,
terrific.
Lowest ERA for a Mets pitcher to begin their career through 3 starts, 0.89 Nolan McLean, 1.19 Tom Seaver.
Yeah.
So that's
what's his repertoire? Is he a gas thrower? What kind of pitcher is he?
He can spin it. He spins it like
is he
his
super young? Is this a former? Is he like a top draft
Oklahoma
pick?
State guy.
Okay, like first, second rounder?
Yes, and I don't know
how long ago.
A couple years.
Yeah, they get up quick now, especially if they go to college.
He was a 2-way.
Okay.
At Oklahoma State, and he hit a ball at Oklahoma State. Hit a ball 472 feet.
Nice.
He is
the naturally.
Well, he's locked in.
Well, I'm
trying to think if he was.
I know you.
When did we beat? Were we in? Yeah, he would have been part of that team that Florida, went out and beat out in Stillwater.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think he was on that 23 team.
Okay. Wow, it happens that quick. Waldrop also was on that team.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ironically, is pitched well for the Braves. Yeah, but Braves Nation has taken note, and we understand Mets Phillies got to play each other, another opportunity. So all Atlanta has to do is go 25-4, and we
25-4.
Now, by the way, the 25-4 finish, if you extend it out, it would mean they went 40-8 to finish. But yeah, 25-4. Of course, we got 4 with the Phillies and then 3 with the Mariners in the next 7. So that's going to be hard. That's going to put a dent in the 25-4 plans. But yeah, saying there's a chance.
And this guy was more of a hitter in college.
Yeah.
Than a pitcher. So anyway, it's been a pleasant find for the Metropolitans. And then tomorrow night we got this other kid, Jonah Tong, is going to get his start, his first start, who they called up.
Let me see that Tong.
He is even more thought of than McLean. So very excited about that.
I bet you are.
And very.
So the Braves had use specific color or anything, or just generic or
red.
Red, yeah.
All
right,
okay. But anyway, that's what's going on in the.
Mentioning the red hat that you would prefer, and watching a little bit of your game yesterday. You know what I've decided? This could be a get off my lawn take. I'm tired of teams having 41 uniforms. the classic, man, far be it for me to compliment your team, but the classic pinstripe Mets uniform is so far superior to any other Met uniform that it should be worn 150 times a year.
Agreed.
And then 12 times. And the same thing for the Brave. Whatever your best uniform is, wear it 150. And then you want to like something special, but now like every...
Just wait till City Connects weekend.
It's terrible, dude.
City Connects
It annoys. It's a small annoyance, but an annoyance nonetheless.
Yeah.
E, what do you got in there?
What you mean?
Well, what are we giving away? Did we? I messed that up.
No,
again.
no.
I'm on the right
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
I got a pair of voucher tickets to the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. The Shrimp are at home this week against the Rochester. What are they?
Dead Things.
The Dead Things. One lucky winner can win a pair of tickets right now. Hit me up 904-641-1010. Holla at your boy.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Start the season with a college football storm. The Hurricanes and Fighting Irish. Tradition, talent, and touchdowns. Miami, Notre Dame. Sunday night at 7:30 on Jacksonville's college football station, 1010XL. Okay, for this Cannons of Jacksonville commercial, we need an idea to really come out with a bang.
Like having a guy shot out of a cannon.
Nah, too messy. In fact, Cannons is known for all your towing needs.
So like my car won't start.
No. Towing products. Cannons does custom welding fabrication and installation of trailer hitches, goosenecks, tow bars, truck racks.
So you might say Cannons is my best shot at finding that inventory in stock.
Boom. You said it.
Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
All right, gang, when it comes time to sell your home, don't mess around with hassles or problems or struggles. Not when you've got answers and promises and solutions. They come with Chad and Sandy. Find out more at chadandsandy.com. Jacksonville area homes, they're selling, but getting the right price needs you to have their aggressive marketing and proven systems on your side, and hiring those experts who know how to create demand is crucial. Those experts are Chad and Sandy Newman. Need to sell now? They've got instant offers for you, fast, easy, and stress-free. Buying or selling, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. They go so far as to tell you this: Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. It's that simple. Find out why they're the Jacksonville experts I trust and recommend. Call Chad and Sandy at 414-6200 or go to chadandsandy.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Let's go ahead and dial it. Dial what?
When you call in your opinion or hear an interesting interview from a sports insider on Jaguars Today or XL Primetime, you're getting it straight from the Checkmate Coatings phone line all day, every day on 1010XL.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
You wouldn't drive your car 50,000 miles without an oil change, so why are you ignoring your septic tank? Septic tanks need to be pumped every 3 to 5 years. Call 904-862-6769 to schedule your septic pump out with the pros at Duck Duck Rooter.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The 30th annual Reggie Hunt Memorial Golf Tournament fundraiser is Friday, October 24th at Amelia River Golf Club. All proceeds support Big Brothers Big Sisters. Register at the Big Brothers Big Sisters events page.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple of years ago. Went smooth as silk. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
All right, turn it up. We got our friend Dr. Kevin Murphy in the house. We're getting some wheel suggestions on the text line, which I enjoy, Doc. And one of them wants, one of the Googans wants E to punch Stuart Moore in the face. Stuart Moore, what does he ever do?
Dang.
Wow. E, would you do that? Would you
No,
punch Stuart
man.
right
Stu
in the
got
face?
me. Stu the reason I got to play stadium.
I know. Why would you? I mean, ay. All right. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
All good?
All good.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, very own, the legendary Dr. Kevin Murphy in the house. Caleb Bransaw goes on injured reserve for the season, a foot that I guess they put in a boot, didn't respond. Now he needs surgery. What?
Probably a Liz Frank injury.
Yeah, that's
Could
not
be a
good.
stress fracture of the fifth metatarsal, common thing, but the Liz Frank injury is pretty likely.
Yeah.
They were hoping that it wouldn't need surgery and that would further kind of supplement that.
But if it's displaced at all, you look at it a couple times, get a CT scan, it's like this thing's going to be bad if you don't fix it.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you let it heal in a displaced position, you're guaranteeing him arthritis, and it's never going to be well.
Gotcha. So his rookie season is a wash. Now, it's happened before, and other guys have gone on. ETN missed his rookie season, so with a foot injury, too, if I remember correctly.
It was, yeah.
So, but it's a blow to the team this year, obviously, because you wanted to see what this young man can do.
What is the gray area there on whether or not you're going to do surgery? What is why would you wait, 3 weeks, a month, or whatever it is?
Well, again, it may be a stress fracture. It doesn't
can't
sound
tell?
like that. Yeah,
I'm just saying
in a different spot. If it's a fifth metatarsal, the outside long bone, stress fracture, they may try it in the boot and see if there's any healing going on. If not, then you fix it. That may be what's going on. We don't know for sure.
In some cases, though, some people might heal that way and others
Sure.
just don't. So
Yeah,
that's what makes the difficulty.
Liz Frank, if you x-rated it and said, well, let's try it in a boot, and you re-looked with a CT scan later and said, there's enough displacement, we probably have to fix this thing.
I don't really have an update other than Travis Hunter was never injured very badly. It doesn't appear. He's a full practice yesterday. James Gladstone talked about him being completely ready to go. So the upper body injury, you're not going to get away with that once the season starts. No more upper body injuries that have to be shoulder, elbow, whatever. So, but appears to be all good.
Lamar Jackson had an injury scare. So I don't know if there's such a thing as an injury scare, Doc, but I'll explain it to you and you can tell me. He left practice on August 20th. He got his foot stepped on during a drill in practice. So he missed practice on Thursday. No pregame activities on Saturday. He wasn't going to play in the preseason game, but anyway, he didn't come out on the field beforehand, which is what they usually like him to do. But they said he appeared to be moving around normally. At practice on Monday, Coach said he thought he looked good. It was a good practice, a lot going on, a lot of mental work. But if you get your foot stepped on, what can that lead to? I guess if it's a big, heavy offensive lineman, he gets you the right way, you could have a
those
real
guys,
problem, right?
Some 300-pound guy stomps on your foot.
Yeah.
The biggest worry obviously would be a fracture that they would have figured out very quickly. But you get a deep bone bruise, it'll linger. You get injury to the tendons on the top of the foot. There's a number of things, but barring a fracture, that's a soft tissue thing that'll recover relatively quickly.
Okay. So and when something like that happens, what would that be like? What would you call that? sprain or a...
That'd be a contusion.
Contusion
is kind of the common
There's
thing.
not much you can... I mean, it's not like you're icing it or anything.
Well,
like
you
that.
would.
You could.
You would.
Okay.
You'd elevate it so it doesn't swell and be more painful. But surgically, there's nothing you're going to do about it. It just takes time to make that go away.
Doc, tell folks about, and this is a totally off the beaten path, but we talk about this all the time, and a lot of folks are scared to death of it, but MRIs. And a lot of times you guys got to, or MRIs do what versus X-rays?
So the X-ray looks at the bones.
Right.
The MRI looks at the soft tissue. The good news on an MRI, there's no radiation involved. So the only risk to you really is if you had some metal that wasn't surgically put in. Surgical implants are non-ferromagnetic. They don't heat up or move on an MRI.
Okay.
Whereas if somebody got shot or they have some fragment from working with metal, welders or whatever, they get a piece of metal in their eye or things like that, then you wouldn't MRI because that can heat up or move. But other than that, the risk of an MRI is really none. People sometimes are claustrophobic because it's a small tube and there's noises. That's what bothers people the most.
Right. And so when you go for an MRI, there are different, they say there's like an open MRI where, and there are some where at least your head's not going into the tube.
Yeah, it's a relative term, open MRI.
Right.
It's
still a tube.
Yeah, it's a small torpedo tube versus the large torpedo tube.
Okay, is that?
Yeah. But if you're doing a knee or foot, your head can stay out.
Right.
If you're doing a shoulder, you're all in.
You're all in.
So, yeah, that's the one. Those are the ones that are tougher.
And I get it, man. Some folks
the
deal with
MRI,
that.
if you've been in one, the bore of that tube is pretty close to your nose. It's
You have to knock
difficult
me
for
out
some
to
people.
take a full MRI.
Yeah, we do. We give people Valium. We don't.
That wouldn't do
we
it
don't
for me,
sedate
Doc.
them, but
Yeah, you'd have to put me under.
Yeah, and there are some upright open
Not under,
MRIs
but,
where you're sitting more upright that people are more comfortable with. So there's ways to manage that.
I know this. I could not go in an MRI tube. Is that what you call them? Tubes.
Yeah.
I could not go in a tube to my above my head. Literally.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that can't do it.
Good. Good for them. I'm on their side.
I'm big on give me the earbuds, close my eyes, tell me how long it's going to be, and I'll count it out.
I can't
I'm
do
with
it.
you. I actually fall asleep in it.
I had, in fact,
go to sleep.
They did me a solid. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn.
Oh dear.
When I got my when you did my knee, in that it went up. It didn't go all the way over my head.
No,
yeah.
It went to like my.
Right.
But it's still that was. I can't remember. I think they let me. Would they have let me keep my arms out? Or
Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah,
Yeah,
for a
but
knee.
even with the arms out and above water, so to speak, I was okay. But even at the end, I was having to do some mental
Yeah,
warfare
they got a
with myself.
sock they stick in your mouth. You start screaming, but it's
Yeah,
it's
no, I'm not doing that. That's
But
ridiculous.
yeah,
Stop it.
your head can be out
Stop
if you're
talking like
just a knee.
that. You've never cracked a joke on this show in 50 years. People are going to think you're serious. You're up to something over there. Hey, what's going on with Joe? I wish I could. It's a foot injury, I believe, with Joe Mixon, isn't it? But what's going on with Joe Mixon? He can't get on the field. They're now saying he's going to miss the first 4 games. They may not play all year, so I'm assuming is it a similar type deal? I'm pretty sure they classify theirs as a non-football injury. Heck, have you read it all about Mixon? You seen that?
I have not.
I mean,
Yeah, foot in a running back is very worrisome for a Lisfranc problem. It could be Achilles. This preseason lower extremity injury thing is difficult to navigate, but that'd be my concern.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it was a foot. Meanwhile, Najee Harris, you familiar with him? Left the Steelers to the Chargers. They're desperate out there with the San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles because they got to get a running game going. That's all Jim Harbaugh wants to do. And last year was a miserable failure with Dobbins and Edwards. So now they're going to try Harris and a rookie. But Harris back in pads, and so he's a full go from whatever fireworks calamity happened. He took in the eye, isn't it? Isn't that what it ended up
I
happening?
believe it's some facial injury. Yeah. Gosh, these guys, you got to be careful.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I wanted to mention before Doc goes, for all you high school athletes who are participating, because it's not just football going on right now. Southeast does a Bumps and Bruises clinic again this year. Set up.
Yeah, 9 to 10 every Saturday mornings.
It really
multiple locations.
As a guy who went through it one time, the kid comes home, my knee's bothering me. Wake up in the middle of the night, it's hurting or it's swollen, and you're like, oh my gosh. And to have that, to be able to go somewhere Saturday morning just to get an idea, they can kind of they'll tell you what to do, how to treat it. It's invaluable. So it's much appreciated. And they do it. You can just go to ortho.com and find out where all the information
like 4 locations. You have a doctor there, a therapist, athletic trainer.
It's terrific.
We'll assess the injury. If we can manage it that day, we start working on it. If not, we get a quick MRI. But to your point, we'll get you going to getting better quicker rather than showing up to school Monday telling your coach, hey, my whatever is hurt, and then they try and get an appointment and all that. We already get that moving on the weekend.
That's really good.
We have talked about Doc Murphy's Forrest Gump-like college football experience where he intercepted not just Dan Marino, but Doug Flutie is the other. Both those are 2 college interceptions for Forrest over here. I have this question, though. Do you know the name Ricky Williamson? Does that ring a bell? It's clattering around in his head up there.
Yes.
Could he maybe have been a quarterback at Navy when you played at Army?
Oh, boy.
We have a claim. Anyway, somebody on the text line. That's why I bring it up.
The name is very familiar.
Ricky Williamson, who went on to be vice admiral in the Navy, is a former Ed White high school quarterback.
No kidding.
And he thinks he may have been the quarterback when they played against you. Maybe not. Do you remember the Navy quarterbacks when you played them?
I remember more the running backs. Eddie Myers and Napoleon McCallum.
Yeah, and they both packed a punch.
Yeah, they hurt a lot when you hit them.
Well, anyway, just shout out to Vice Admiral Ricky Williamson.
Ricky Lee Williamson is a retired United States Navy Vice Admiral.
Yeah.
Wow. Served as commander of here's a picture of him, Doc. Does he look familiar? You see the helmet on there?
What year he played at Navy?
Williamson graduated from the United States Naval Academy, BS degree in computer science in 1985. So
I was 83.
Okay.
So it was a couple years ahead. So we probably banged helmets a couple of times.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
He's claiming to. How did you? I hope this isn't painful. I don't recall, but
it is painful.
You didn't do good against Navy. 0-4?
We tied them once.
3-1.
Yeah. They were way better than us. We tied them once.
Again, Napoleon McCallum, gang. If y'all don't know that name, that was like
3-3, I think.
That was a D1 level talent playing at Navy. Right. That would be like, who was the last great? It would be like if Ashton Genty played at Navy.
Yeah, McCallum was so good.
First collegiate start at quarterback for Ricky Williamson, a sophomore, had thrown only 8 passes all season. Started for Navy in the biggest game of the year, the annual clash with Army Saturday. And the butterflies were obvious. He didn't throw it well, but the 6'2", 197-pound Jacksonville, Florida native settled down in the second half. Directed 2 touchdowns, the middies 24-7 over the cadets. Remember that one, Doc?
You didn't pick him off, did you, hot shot?
Oh, boy.
Damn it, Admiral.
All right, that's it for Doc.
Why are you bringing him down?
He's
got work to do. He's got lives to save.
I don't know. It's how we roll. It's what we are. All right, Doc. Appreciate you, man. JackSportsDoc.com, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Buckle up your chin strap.
Blitz! You gotta blitz them!
1010XL.
You blitz all night!
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
We are gonna blitz like Dick Butkus.
Upgrade her diamond ring this summer with no money down and 0 interest for 5 years. Don't miss this killer offer from Beard's Diamonds. 5 years, 0 interest financing till the year 2030. Not just on engagement rings, also on earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstone jewelry. Buy now and pay nothing down and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. So that $5,000 gift comes out to just $85 a month. Beard's Diamonds is Jacksonville's locally owned source for exquisite jewelry. We can do things the big corporate jewelers can only dream of, like lowering interest rates all the way down to 0. All GIA certified diamonds are included in this. Rounds, princess cuts, ovals, pear shapes, cushion cuts, emerald cuts. Whether you get a $5,000 diamond or a $50,000 diamond, you can spread your payments over 5 whole years. Get the Beard's Diamonds unbeatable price. Pay 0 down and spread your payments over 5 years. But hurry, this is a limited time offer that ends August 31st and will not be extended. Beard's Diamonds, St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards. On approved credit, some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Hey,
folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy is never frozen. Always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses. No dry, crumbly subs here. Only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little guy with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand and a quality sandwich. So do what I do. Stop in at a Circle K and make yours a Dandy today.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Oh, we're always facing some interesting economic times. For me, ITP Partners, man. That's who I use, and I love them, man. I'm telling you, you know what I look forward to? The end of the month. That's when I like to check how things are going, and things are going swimmingly. And I appreciate ITP Partners, man. I appreciate Dan Abel. Janice Cobb does such great work with my daughter, Reed Wingate, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryant. Experience, expertise, knowledge, they got it all, man. You know what they do? They listen to you and they build a strategy around your goals. My goals are different than, say, my son, who's a little more, aggressive. I'm an older guy, man. I don't want to take as many chances, and that's what we do. ITP Partners, they're always there to help get in the game. Information, go to chris@itppartners.com, chris@itppartners.com, or call them 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, and they're my financial partners for life.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by First Coast YMCA. In his last presser before the season opener, Knowles head coach Mike Norvell acknowledged the challenge Alabama presents.
Excited for the opportunity that we have, but it definitely is going to be a great challenge.
MLB scene at Cleveland topped Tampa Bay on Wednesday. Also, Atlanta beat Miami for the win. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:09, it's 75 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
I have seen some good suggestions here on the text line when it comes to each wheel spin. We're going to start paring things down, only put 2 or 3 or maybe 4 things on the wheel and get right down to it, not bogged down in 1,000. The 999's going on there. Key there's the pacing. You got to do it in 9 innings. I guess J.J. Watt got some blowback because he did it and finished all of them in 5 innings. So you have to pace it out. I guess makes it harder. I don't know. I am though. There is a certain line of suggestion that's too suggestive. I'm starting to worry a little bit about Google Nation.
What's wrong?
Well, there's far too many people out there seem to apparently want to see E.T. in some sort of semi-nudity.
Right.
Whether it's Daisy Dukes or diapers or whatever it was. Like, our insistence on putting him in a diaper. Look, we can put him on those old-fashioned diapers. Remember, Hick, they look like a bathing suit almost, like a old-time wrestling suit.
Yeah, we talked about that in class yesterday, putting in a baby diaper and making the walk.
Just a walk of shame up the road. He doesn't like it, but you're not supposed to like what's on the wheel.
No.
I mean, at some point, we have to decide what's fair between the three of us, and I think we know how the voting could go if a block is formed.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So anyway, y'all settle down on, E and his Daisy Dukes. It's a little bit strange.
It's concerning.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm starving this morning, ET. I asked you a question in the break, so I'm going to throw it out there now for those that are more industrious in the listening audience. We have often, given people great ideas to take them with some, I don't know, motivation and turn them into something special, make a lot of money. It was us who invented pick up your garbage. When you forget.
Yes.
We just never did it. We so many things that we've had some misses, okay? Not everyone on Shark Tank gets the big deal.
Not all the time.
I need for this to become a thing in America, ET.
Huh?
Pizza in the morning. Like, I wish I could get up in the morning at 6:30, or whenever y'all get up, and order me a pizza just like it's 5:30 in the afternoon. Like, I'd like to order a pizza right now, is I guess what I'm saying.
Right.
So if somebody had a business, or what's the earliest you think a pizza place opens? Noon? 11 a.m. maybe?
Why wouldn't you just get pizza from your refrigerator?
Okay, that is what I was going to lead to.
Mm-hmm.
So many, and I think that's probably why it's not a thing. So many people some people enjoy it more, either cold pizza or pizza reheated. Not me. A big difference to me in getting that pizza
that fresh pizza, that warm cheese.
Listen, I'll still, like everybody else, I'll put the box in the fridge, and I prefer to put it back in the oven and bake it back up.
I love cold pizza.
But yeah, I don't like cold pizza. I can eat it. I would never choose to have cold pizza ever. So I guess the point is, I can't get somebody to just bring us over a pepperoni pie at, I
don't think so.
8:30 one morning. I mean, let's get going a little earlier.
Breakfast pizza.
All right. One last thing. Well, we had all that hand wringing and all your frustration was for nothing.
What's that?
Well, Keegan kept himself off, and so everyone is happy.
I'm not happy.
You're not.
I think Keegan should play.
Oh, you do?
Don't you?
Yeah, well, the problem with Keegan playing would be, why is it Maverick McNeely playing? Because he's 10th in the point. So, I mean, Keegan seems to be. Here's what I want.
Where was Keegan?
11th.
11th.
But I did see a stat that Keegan's won twice in the last year in fields that include Scheffler. No one else has done that.
I'll just say this about it, because I think it's a fair point. But and it's his choice, so it doesn't matter what we think. It's his choice.
How old is Keegan Bradley? 40s?
I don't think so.
No.
But I'll say this. That guy, that was a selfless act.
Yes, it was.
And those jokers need to respond to what he did and understand the importance of the Ryder Cup to him. This is a guy who had his heart broken 2 years ago. Could have easily put himself on the team.
He was in a real similar
And I don't really like the whole attitude, it's so hard to be a cat. I wasn't asking. He could have played the afternoon matches.
Here's what I think.
And again, this narrative that putting Cantlay on the team is good because he'll drive Rahm and Rory crazy.
I don't think that's a narrative. I think that's a social media.
I get the fact that he's five.
He win. That's the reason he's
5-2-1. Yeah.
And Justin Thomas has never lost a singles match. I think I saw. So he's trying to put some guys in there that have proven under the pressure.
I'm glad he picked Ben Griffin. He deserved it.
Yeah, and Cameron Young. Has played really good golf. The only one with any argument really to me would be McNeely, and his is more over consistency. It's not exactly
right.
Like McNeely's been assaulting the leaderboard. Goddard has the best, argument when it comes to that.
I kind of am glad they broke up the little gang of buddies who go there and disappoint us every year.
Well, because if you're Spieth, then those eventually you can make no argument for putting Jordan Spieth on the team.
Right.
So they play their way out of that.
Yeah.
It's also interesting to see how another couple of years of LIV have killed off nobody's arguing for Brooks Koepka.
No
one's arguing for any other American, other than Bryson DeChambeau, who amazingly earned his way on through 8 majors. That's incredible.
And deserves it.
Yes, absolutely. And will fight for America. He's glad to be on there.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's that. They did finalize that. That'll be a fun weekend of golf coming up at the end of September.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a quick time out here because we're starting the Riley Report. We want to give Riles plenty of chance here. And week number 1, certainly some compelling games. We talk all things college football every Thursday morning with the Riley Report. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Thursday. Listen, man, like family Beatrice is there. So whether you're planning a project or more importantly, you get stuck, especially this time of year, things get busy and hectic with football and holidays. If you have a plumbing emergency, your first and only call needs to go to Beatros and Beatros Plumbing.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Number 9 opens up his teal and black bag of memories.
Let's go, Googans. Let's go, Googans.
David Garrard joins Mike and Fat Tony on Jaguars Today. Mondays on 1010XL. Restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Prosper, I'm no dip fanatic, but I like a good dip as much as the next guy. My personal favorite happens to be French onion dip, so imagine how excited when they said, hey, if you had Daisy French onion dip. If you love eating dip with your chips, wings, and veggies, and watching the big games, you'll love the new Daisy French onion dip. Daisy ranch dip as well, but they're game changers. Delicious homemade dip made with real herbs and spices. The ingredients that you'd find in your own kitchen. You got to try the dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French onion dip at a grocery near you.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dan Hicken with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coating. Better play, better results.
I'm Brendan with Checkmate Coatings. We coat it all: garages, pool decks, driveways, and patios. Be the envy of your neighbors.
Slam dunk your floors at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
I'm Max Fink. Join me for the Gator Report on 1010XL as I break down the latest storylines in Gator Nation.
Put together by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators. 1010XL.
Go, Gator!
At Performance Painting, we've spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. And now, Catlin Truck Accessories brings you the Riley Report with Riley Skinner on 1010XL.
I mean, it's just a rite of passage. The leaves don't change colors here, neither do we. And for the 14th consecutive year. I don't have a year suspense. Sounds good to me.
I like that.
We introduced the former ACC Player of the Year.
Don't forget, he got a cup of coffee with the Giants.
He was the king of Tobacco Road at one point, the football variety.
The Bulls Bulldog.
Oh, you know him, you love him. It's time for the Riley Report. He'll be offering up a roll and lock, thanks to Catlin Truck Accessories, where Riley...
Last year, not so good.
I thought he was pretty good last year, wasn't he?
No, I tracked him. He was 3-9.
I think you're projecting because you were so terrible last year.
Oh, dear.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Riles, how you doing, my man? How's life treating you?
What's up, boys? It's good to be back.
I saw Riley, I don't know, a few months back. Where was it? Maybe a member guest or something.
Mm-hmm.
My man is like you're an android. You're like some sci-fi movie I watch. He's kind of this guy. Look, have you seen this guy lately, Hick?
Can't say I've seen
They
Riles
chiseled
lately.
him out of like porcelain and bronze and honey. That's what.
Been a couple cocktails in.
Yeah, look at him. He's just like, what do you weigh, Riley? $110? I mean, the guy looks.
Come on, man. Come on.
He's just so fit, Hick. It was ridiculous.
Any of the boys in high school yet, Riley?
What's that?
Hey, how old are
Any of your boys in high school yet?
It feels like it, man. They're not. 11, 9 tomorrow, and 6. But
There you go.
They're rocking and rolling, man. How y'all been?
We've been good, bro.
All's good.
We've been good. I went a roundabout way of saying just how awesome you looked as always. So it's good to see you. How's your golf game? Are you playing more now that the kids are getting older? This is where he goes dead quiet here.
It's pretty solid.
Okay,
It's
it always
pretty solid.
is. It's just not fair, Hick, how some of them just
Got a
have
big
it all.
tournament coming up in a week, so I'm
All right, getting ready.
getting ready.
I'm on an awful, I'll share this with you too. I'm on an awful handicap routine right now, buddy. It's terrible. Here's what I do, Riley. I'll shoot 77 and then I'll shoot 83. And then I'll shoot 78, then I'll shoot 82. Then I'll shoot 75, then I'll shoot 84. Guess what? Guess the only scores that are counting here, boys.
Yeah,
That's so
easy
not
to go down.
Yeah,
It's not easy
that's
to go
right.
up.
It's not the way to do it. Anyway, I digress. Give me let's start with Florida. And just where you think the program is, Riley. You know how tough the schedule is. You know the pieces that are in place, the certainly positive momentum that the program has. What are your expectations?
High expectations. If health is a thing, if they can stay healthy, I think you got the pieces to be pretty darn explosive. I haven't heard a whole lot with Dallas Wilson. Have y'all got any new breaking news on his availability? Is that going to be?
I can tell you that as of a day ago, spotted on campus in a boot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say he ain't playing this.
I would say you're probably shooting for LSU.
Which is great. I mean, luckily the way the schedule sets up, you got a couple more weeks to get healthy. But look, I think we all saw what Lagway could do. His experience, when he started the games last year, how good they were and how close they could be. I think you got a lot of offensive line, returning. That's going to be, to me, it's always the key to the success of your offense, right? It starts with the offensive line. If you can have a stable veteran offensive line and give my man some time to throw the ball down the field and also have established a solid run game, like, you're going to be explosive. And so the question is just, is durability through the gauntlet of the schedule that Florida has this year to be able to sustain kind of that wear and tear, to keep the ones fresh on offense for the season. And if so, I mean, I see a 9-win season if they can stay healthy. I love watching DJ Lagway. I think he throws the ball down the field about as good as anybody in the country. And I've got good expectations. I mean, I got high expectations for the Gators this year. I think Napier's got to just come out, establish his dominance, especially in these first couple games, and not do it methodically, but come out like old Urban used to do, right? And just beat the tar out of people that you should beat the tar out of.
I like that. What do you think about Florida State as they get ready for Alabama? Do you think there'll be enough improvement over there?
This is a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
I think against Alabama, Alabama historically, we're talking under Saban years, has had fits and issues with more of the mobile quarterbacks that are out of the pocket. That's just a known fact. Tommy Castellano, that's what he does, right? 5'11", small guy, runs around like a little Kyler Murray type feel. He's got with Gus Malzahn, like he's got a whole off season with Gus Malzahn putting in a new offense. So I think there's going to be that element of surprise in the first half with scheme formation, motions, play calling against Alabama's defense. Question is, can that last 4 quarters? Like, are they good enough to be able to last 4 quarters against an Alabama? It's a toss-up to me. This is one, if you were betting, I would want to stay away from, because there's so much newness to Florida State. And I think for Alabama, if what I would want to see from Alabama is getting back to that consistent, methodical, offensive type scheme where they run the ball 2 to 4, 5 yards a clip. Their play action shots are incredibly effective, and I think that's where they haven't been great in terms of running the football as of last year, the way they used to. And I think that's what sets Alabama up to be great. So I do have I like Norvell. I like the culture he's built. You just got an entirely new quarterback that you don't know what to expect, other than my man's got a pretty hot mouth.
I will say Alabama's missing their starting running back. Looks like they're not going to have this kid, one of their best maybe their best offensive lineman, and a defensive lineman's banged up as well. So there is a little bit of, and then you're breaking in a new quarterback, and it's going to be rocking at the Doak tomorrow, or on Saturday rather. So, I mean, those are the kind, and like you mentioned, the element of surprise. There are some things playing in FSU's advantage here, but they've got to take advantage.
What it feels like to me. It feels like Florida, Miami a year ago, and these same things we're saying about FSU. We're saying about Florida last year, and they just weren't ready. FSU may be better as the schedule gets easier. I just don't know if they're ready for the talent difference, Riley. And I know it's maybe unproven here, there, or everywhere, but I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think Florida State wins this game. I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
But there is an element of, he's a creative play caller, and a complete new style of offense with the quarterback that, Bama has not been game planning for in the spring and the summer. Yeah. But there's also that intangible element of physical dominance that Alabama's going to have that leg up, that over 4 quarters that we've always seen with Alabama, at least under Saban for the most part, it just wears you down.
Well, and
that slow bleed ends up becoming a pretty wide margin of victory.
There's a hunger for Bama coming off 9-3. Not quite the hunger that 2-10 leaves you with, but 9-3 is an unacceptable season. There's a little bit of pressure that comes along with that game. I had this curiosity from your decorated college football playing experience. Just Lee Corso and College Game Day, and how much it was a part of the college football culture when you were there. Was Corso ever at a weight game that you were aware of? Was it a talker? Just your perspective on Corso, who will hang it up after a lot of glorious years.
Unfortunately, no, he was not.
Yeah.
That should not be a surprise that he was not gracing us with his presence.
Yeah, I thought maybe a Clemson or something. He could put the Tiger hat on for you.
Funny tidbit. The only time they actually ever brought game, we were one of 5 schools that had never had game day. You want to know when they brought it?
When?
COVID.
Of course.
I think they looked.
Yeah,
they looked
terrible.
at the studio and were like, "Hey, boys, this is the box we can check when no one can actually show up."
Oh man!
So they came when Wake played Clemson.
Did you dirty on that one, bro?
Yeah.
I know. But no, Corso is college football. He's always been the face, the staple, that voice you hear, that face you see. I watched. It almost brought me to tears watching that tribute that Dez and Herb Street and all those guys did for him at ESPN ran. It was pretty awesome. And it's going to be wild to see. It's going to be a pretty emotional last game day with him. And he's college football. It's pretty cool to see somebody that's poured their life into one particular category, and just to see nobody ever say a bad thing about the guy is what you want for yourself at the end of the run of whatever you're doing, right?
Yeah,
for sure. For sure. All right, let's just hit each we've got a bunch of big games here. Let's just hit one with some quick hitters as we get the Riley Report started, and we'll focus in primarily on our local teams week to week. But we're always going to hit the big ones, and I hope you're ready with a rolling lot because I know your buddy over there. Who can you count on? He's expecting.
That's right.
All right.
You can always count on Catlin.
Texas, Ohio State. Interesting that it's 1 versus 3, and both have new starting quarterbacks. That's not, it's not very typical. I think it speaks to the talent on both those rosters outside the position. No.
First off, how good is Week 1 right now?
I know,
Week
man.
1,
Crazy.
I'm one to complain about. I hate losing the matchups. I hate all the realignment, all the things. But I love this Week 1. This is just, you can sit on your couch from noon till the end of the night or up until Sunday and have good things to watch. The Texas-Ohio State one, I hate that it's at noon, but I get it. Look, I think there's stars everywhere, right? I mean, you got Jeremiah Smith. You got the whole Arch Manning story. I think playing in Ohio State is going to be key. I think two of the biggest matchups to me, one is the Texas defensive line. I mean, the Texas defensive line on paper looks good. They're rebuilding a little bit. But if Ohio State, if they can't stop Ohio State's run game, I think they're in for a long day. I think if Ohio State, can gain 150 yards on the ground, it's going to set up those play action shots to Jeremiah Smith. Like this, he's going to get lost a couple times. You're not going to force it to him. They can run consistently. And then there's there's not a more dynamic player in the entire United States or world in college football than Jeremiah Smith.
He's a grown man playing a.
He is a grown man playing a
he's playing with high schoolers out there, and that's as a freshman. So impressed. LSU. Okay, I'm sorry, you weren't.
No, I was going to say, but look, I think at the end of the day, Ohio State game. I think Sark needs this game more than anybody. I mean, I think Ohio State finally has that chip off his back. Ryan Day has a chip, kind of that monkey off his back, and they're going to be playing loose. I think they got a swagger and a confidence coming in as the reigning national championships, even though they're replacing a ton of their roster. I think Sark, there's so much angst going into this game for them losing a bunch of big games last year, and just the whole Arch Manning saga around it. It's a lot to shoulder coming into Week 1, especially on the road. I'm going to give Ohio State the nod here.
Ohio State, they beat Texas in the 4, right, in the semi? They played in the playoff, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, the interception, Ewers got picked off, and the linebacker took it down and made it from a 1-score to a 2-score. LSU Clemson?
And Texas lost, those two big games against Georgia.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the most to me, this is the most exciting game.
Okay.
LSU Clemson. I think there's kind of two ways to run a program with Brian Kelly, right, and Dabo. And to me, I do like Clemson a lot. My wife went to Clemson. There's a lot of ties there. I'm a huge believer in the way Dabo's run his program and the philosophy in which he's done it. And I think it's catching back up, and people are buying into it. And they've had so many returning players that, it's cool to see the praise that Cade's getting. Now, I don't think Cade Klubnik needs to be Superman and do everything and anything for that offense. I think he's going to be dynamic running the football as well as throwing it. But he's got some really good receivers to throw to, obviously, with Wesco out there. And this game, to me, comes down to a little bit of the intangibles of playing in Clemson at night, the historical success that Clemson's had at home. Garrett Nussmeier, he struggled throwing a ton of interceptions last year. I think if Clemson can generate 2 turnovers from Garrett Nussmeier, I think they take this game. I think it's going to be the best game of the weekend. I'm going to give Clemson the nod here, though, with the defense creating 1 or 2 turnovers. That's going to swing the game in the second half.
As we move forward, these games in years, these games are going to become more and more important as they're going to start being accepted uses of cross-conference comparison, and it's going to matter for Florida or Texas A&M or Ole Miss how LSU does against Clemson, because they're going to be measured against SMUs or like partners from the Big Ten and others. All right, just real quick, Riley, up against it, we're going to get you Notre Dame, Miami thoughts, and then the roll and lock, and we'll let you on your way. So Miami, Notre Dame, that's on Sunday, actually, Sunday evening.
the debut of Carson Beck.
Yeah, that's
right?
correct. Yeah.
Debut of Carson Beck.
Notre Dame favored. That surprises me a little bit. 2.5-point favorites.
I think the depth of Miami's offensive line. They've got one of the more veteran offensive lines returning and a qualified offensive line coming back. That's going to help Carson Beck. Give him time to do what he does and what he did at Georgia when they had a really good offensive line, and he doesn't have to throw for 300 yards. But I think Notre Dame's got a true freshman quarterback. I mean, a true freshman quarterback starting off against Miami I think it's going to be a tough start to the season. And I think if I'm Miami's defensive coordinator, I'm just lighting him up, right? Historically, Notre Dame runs the football. They've got very good running backs. But if I'm Miami, I'm talking to my corners, putting a ton of pressure on them to be able to operate on an island with those receivers, and I'm going to get after a true freshman Notre Dame quarterback, load that box for the run game, and see what you can do to stop them.
All right. There's a lot of, you'll find out games on this week one schedule. All right, you got a rolling lock. If you got a dog out there you see you like, or just
I'm taking. Notre Dame's favored. I'm taking Miami in this one.
All right.
I'm not sold that Carson Beck's going to be the answer to make Miami, a national contending team, but I do like the people that are coming back to Miami. I like the big boys up front on the defensive line that are coming back, having more of a veteran, kind of beef boys in the trenches. And to me, that's as they go, the rest of the team goes. And so if Carson can stay healthy, I like Miami beating Notre Dame, even though they're an underdog. And I'm really interested, like you said, show us what you got now. I'm really excited to see what Miami looks like this year with Carson and with the veteran line on both the offense and defensive side.
All right, Riley. Great stuff as always, man. Appreciate you. Looking forward to the season. We'll talk to you next Thursday, every Thursday, about 8:15.
Thank you, Riley.
All right, gentlemen. Have a good one.
All right. Hey, before we get to break, I got to get a shout out. My boy LSU Jerry's on his way to Death Valley Jr. with his buddy Block Party Bob Connolly, Casey Bob, Clemson Brown. We got Tiger versus Tiger coming up. So
that's a good one. That's what it's all about.
And boys are all heading up there to
who do you want to win that game?
I don't.
Whoever's trailing with 4 minutes to go. That's how I watch games. People ask me who you. I don't have.
I'm not an SEC guy, so that part doesn't matter to me. I probably lean towards Clemson, but then again, I got LSU in a couple weeks, so
I lean
in the mantra of what's best for Florida.
Right.
Might be better for LSU to win.
I think your mindset on that changes depending on what state your own program is in.
Yeah.
When Florida's no good, you don't care so much how that goes. You almost want misery loves company. But if you have expectations, it's probably better for Florida, who's going to play Miami in a few weeks, that they beat Notre Dame. It's probably better for Florida because they play LSU in a couple of weeks that they beat Clemson. In case you win those games, they look more impressive. That's a part of the litmus test in today's playoff. We got a chance for you to get Gator tickets. Stick around 9 o'clock hour. We'll give away Gator tickets to this weekend's game with LIU. But that's the Riley Report, brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. Back with more on a Beach Roast Plumbing Thursday next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's time to elevate your back-to-school style with luxury and a brand-new Cadillac.
Discover the 2025 Luxury XT6, a spacious 7-seat SUV starting at just $49,195. Perfect for carpooling or weekend adventures.
That's right, or step up your game with the stunning 2026 Vistique, Escalade, and Escalade IQ.
I want to go back to school in style.
You can. Visit us at Rainy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville. This school year, it's all about style.
Plus tax tag title, $9.99 admin fee, and resist all on approved credit.
Hey, Hickett here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo-implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, and classic LASIK designed to fit your life. Picture-perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day, man. It's easier than you think. Call now and get that free, that's right, I said free, screening at Bowden Associates. We're keeping the First Coast focused.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacresporting.com.
Football season is here, so I've got to get organized. Lauren Brooks here. Closets by Design creates custom storage for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms or entertainment centers, wherever that clutter has taken over. Call today to schedule a free in-home consultation and receive 40% off plus an additional 15% off with free installation. Yes, that's 40% off plus an additional 15% off this month only. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Jaguars football is officially back. Be there as number 2 overall draft pick Travis Hunter, quarterback Trevor Lawrence, and new head coach Liam Cohen take the field for the first time during the 2025 NFL regular season. Secure your seats for when the Jaguars take on the Panthers September 7th by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you at the bank.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Work it, make it, do it. Makes us all better, faster, stronger.
Gladstone met the media yesterday. Had a lot of interesting things to say going forward. He did tell us that the top pick is back on the grass practicing, which is good news. He'll be good to go for next Sunday. That's important. We need a lot out of Travis Hunter for this team to be successful going forward. So that was good. He also had an interesting comment. I don't have it right in front of me, but basically I heard it yesterday. We ran it on TV, and he expects... kind of put it on the coach a little bit, I thought. He expects the team to improve during the year.
Yeah, you could misinterpret the headline. The headline is like something to the effect of "we're not done yet" or "we're just getting started," and he didn't mean the roster manipulation, so to speak. He meant the maturity and growth of this team. Now it's on, growing along. The guys getting better. They're not a finished product, I guess, is what he's saying. I don't know the exact one that is on here, but I did read that one.
He expects improvement throughout the season, which is the goal of every team, but
When he said we're not done yet, he means establishing what they are. He feels like they feel like this is an organization that's still transformative, to use some fancy word he'd use.
He uses some big words.
Am I the only one, or does it feel like, Hick, that you've got massages? You love a good massage.
Oh, yeah.
You've been in a lot of massage parlors. You know that music they play, that mood music? Is it new age or spa music that they play when you're getting your massage?
I recently had a hydrofacial over at
Did they play that
Page's
same kind of
Dermatology.
music?
We had wonderful music.
Well,
yes.
I kind of, he gives, man, you feel like when Gladstone has a press conference, that music should be like the background music while it's playing. Like for instance, yesterday, welcome, Mr. Gladstone. Just come on and just have a seat right here. I'm going to get you nice and comfortable. I understand that you work for the Jaguars. It looks like you had a lot of, and then you cue up the music, E.T. You know, you get the music, get the mood. Yeah, you can just put your stuff right there. Just have a seat right here on the table. I mean, I understand that you're involved with the Jaguars. It looks like you had a lot of roster turnover there in your ecosystem.
It wasn't something that you intentionally set out on saying, hey, we're going to turn over this percentage or this number of the roster. It was an organic approach. And I think when you have high demands for players and expectations and standards, it can become easier to sift through who makes the most sense moving forward and who makes the most sense for being here. Certainly excited about the group that we got in the moment, but can't say that it was with any intent to get to a certain number or percentage of roster turnover.
Okay. Can I get you to scoot over here a little bit? Is that too much pressure? How's that feel? Is that good right there?
Right
it's
there.
It's like 5, right? The new one, by the way, is now, thank you, E, for the spa music. Just Deep Thoughts with James Gladstone. The new one is getting it on the grass. That's the new hot phrase. This guy's like a hot phrase machine, man. I love him, right? With ecosystem, tangibly rich. You'll forget him before we move on to the next one. We're going to keep firing these, hot phrases and these key terms, and let's see what happens out on the football field.
Yeah,
obviously. And we got a game now coming up. It's coming up in a week. It is what it is. If you can't like your chances at home against the Carolina Panthers, then you're not going to like your chances much this year. Let's go.
Right.
You
Yeah, you better.
Should be a freaking layup. Let's go put a number on them. Send them home 38 to 16, and let's get some momentum, man.
Yeah.
Let's have a coming out party. And the last thing we want and again, the stats, the numbers from preseason are irrelevant to where the Jags are in their growth. But the bottom line offensive overall numbers are from the preseason aren't like exploding off the scoreboard, Nick.
Yeah.
They're getting about 300 yards a game, less than 100 yards rushing in most of them. It's, they had 77 yards passing against the Dolphins. I don't care if I'm coaching a middle school team against a college team. I'd like to drop enough plays to get more than 77 passing yards. No.
Yeah.
So, we got to go, man.
We do. I don't know how much that factors.
Yeah.
It just nothing matters until next Sunday.
That's right.
But that's why we'll emit an emotion one way or the other.
I think it's going to go splendidly. I think we're going to have at least one good Monday. I really do. I'll go ahead and put them in the pack.
It's like either a check in the, yeah, man, we're definitely doing the right thing, we're all excited, or it's a, oh my God, what has happened? And it's just one game, but it's and that's why they call it Overreaction Monday. But there will be an overreaction either way, no matter what happens against Carolina. But I also think it's fair to say if you don't beat Carolina, it doesn't set up well for a good season. It
now,
just doesn't.
listen, especially in the mindset that we've been trapped in around here for some 25 years. Not the same mindset that those guys, it may feel like that to us. Same old, here we go again. That will not even begin to even breathe life down there with, what were the Rams last year? Weren't they 1-4?
The Rams?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty sure the Rams were 1-4. Pretty sure the Rams were 1-4 and finding themselves with some, some newcomers. And last check, they were in Philly playing the Eagles pretty heads up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I get it. And there is no spin on losing to the stinking Panthers week 1. You got to beat them. They're emerging too. It's not like they're a contender or established team. They got a quarterback younger than ours, an offense less heralded than ours. Better stop that run, though. They'll run that Chuba and then probably Dowdle on the back. They'll run them out of you.
Yeah.
So the defense is who better. I really, honestly, again, this has kind of been evident in the way you position yourselves and what you think about how things are going to end up playing out. I feel pretty good about the offense. Call me fool. We'll see. I mean, it's nothing to prove it yet, but I just think the combination of Cohen's experience and track record and the talent that is here, if it's used right, I think the offense can really have a breakout year. Defense, they scare me.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, it's a high-speed chase to the checkered flag.
Off the corner, to the line, the checkered flag is waving.
This Sunday at Darlington.
He's gonna do it!
NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on 1010XL.
At Keon Atlantic, the savings are back in session. You'll just need to follow these simple rules to make the most of your back to school. Step 1, switch out your car for an upgrade. Step 2, drive a new Kia starting at $20K. Step 3, make no payments for a whole 90 days. Hurry in to start back to school in a big way. Online at KeonAtlantic.com. Keon Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 28, 1977, Nolan Ryan strikes out 300 batters for his 5th consecutive year.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the Southeast to offer multi-unit hair grafting and the 45-minute PRP treatments. Grow your hair back. Call now for a free in-person evaluation. 904-777-IHRS, 904-777-4477, or visit hairforme.com.
The Golf Club of Southampton has big plans for 2026, renewing the greens plus plenty more. But right now is the time to take advantage of member opportunities before the big renovation. Now until the end of September, you can join and save 50% off their initiation fee plus $500 back in a gift card with a 12-month commitment. All the details are at golfsouthampton.com. Playability for every skill level and a huge practice area to hone your game. Lock in now and enjoy membership privileges at the Golf Club of Southampton.
Hey, it's Vegas time. This is former Jags linebacker Tom McManus from Helmets and Heels, and we want you to come and join us once again in Las Vegas for the Raiders game weekend. If you've not been to the Circus Stadium Swim, you're missing out on 6 temperature-controlled pools and a massive 143-foot screen with all the current sports betting action. Plus, all you Jaguar fans are invited to huddle up with Helmets and Heels at the Overhang Bar with our pregame tailgates on Friday with drink specials and special giveaways.
Lauren Brooks here. Taylor Dahl, Tom McManus, and myself will be broadcasting Helmets and Heels live on air from a Stadium Swim Cabana on Friday, October 31st. Then hosting the wildly popular Jacksonville Huddle Up Friday evening at the Overhang Bar inside Circa. If you were there last year, you know you won't want to miss it. If you've already booked your flight to Vegas for the big game and are still searching for accommodations, stay where we're staying at Circa Resort and Casino from October 30th to November 3rd.
I9 Sports is geared up for fun for kids all over the First Coast with fall and winter registration open right now. Kids ages 3 to 17 get in the gym or on the field with I9 Sports, covering Clay, Duval, and St. John's. And I9 has all-girls flag football at Oakley, UNF, Fletcher, and Creekside. Plenty of other spots and sports on the First Coast to take advantage of. Don't miss out. Registration open now for fall and winter at i9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Bum, 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 bum. Welcome back to the show. We're hurtling towards 9 o'clock nasty. We got ball tonight, if you're interested. And then we have 5 straight days of college football, which is great. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we're off and running here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Other than the Gator game, which game are y'all like most anticipating to watch? Like more excited?
I like the first one. I mean, There's not one I could get like Texas, Ohio State, awesome. But I'll watch Florida State, Alabama. I'll watch some of Clemson and LSU. I'll be flipping, if the Gators get up 40.
I think the game that I'm looking most forward to your point. I mean, if you don't like Ohio State, Texas, if that's not the answer, then why are we watching? It's 1 versus 3. It's the very top of the college football charts.
Well, we're watching because I like to watch my school.
Well, no, but they don't play at the same time.
No.
I mean, obviously outside of Florida,
I'll flip
pale
over to Tennessee, Syracuse.
Yeah. Everything will pale in comparison to your own rooting interest. The game outside of my team that I would like, if I could only pick one to watch, as good as Ohio State Notre Dame is, I might go Miami Notre Dame. And at least Miami Notre Dame will be positioned there. There won't be anything else on, so you won't be distracted. I'm looking forward to the FSU Alabama. I want to watch that. I want to see how FSU responds. We'll see if they have made the improvement that they're going to need. Although that's relative. They got a really, really kind schedule. FSU schedule is manageable. There's really only 4 games where the other team has better players. So that comes down to coaching, and the coordinators have to be doing a better job than what they did over there. They've gone for the experience. And say what you want about Malzahn. I think I saw a stat. His offense has been top 30 X amount of years in a row. Have you read that?
I think Malzahn knows. I mean, he knows
how to call
scheme it up.
Yeah.
He can scheme it up.
Yeah.
And I think he's, it'll be, I don't know if he's got the horses this year. I just don't know, but it will be an interesting game. It will be an interesting game. And again, for FSU, FSU fans are really not counting on winning this football game. Anything that happens is a bonus. And then they got the 2 throwaway games. Then things get dicey. Then they got to win. Like FSU has to beat Virginia in a few weeks. That's the kind of thing that they have.
Well, and they also, as you grow, get to a point where that doesn't have to be a question. I mean, that in and of itself defines where you are. That you're worried about not Tiki Barber, Virginia. Not the Virginia that played, Florida.
And I don't know. They probably, they may. I'm just saying that's because they play like East Texas A&M.
Correct. No, your point. Listen, their schedule, it goes very, again, Alabama at the opener. And then not until October 4th, you play a team with players as good as you. That'll be Miami, and it's at home.
Yeah.
And then not until November 8th will you play a team with players as good as yours, and that will be at Clemson.
No, you're supposed to have better players. I don't know that you have better players than Pitt. I don't know that you have better play. I don't know that you have better players than.
I don't know what the measuring stick is. Yeah. I don't know how you determine that.
Well, I looked at their 2023 recruiting class. They have 2 starters, and a lot of them are gone. I mean, now look, Stanford, yes. Wake Forest, yes. But
I don't know.
Virginia Tech, I don't know. NC State.
Here's why I say that. I say that because Florida. FSU had 1-2-10 season, and it was god awful. They haven't had. They don't hang out down there. They were also undefeated. These other teams don't ever push that envelope for talent. Now, granted, all that talent is in the NFL right now. I would look even from the transfer. Don't you think that Deuce Robinson and Squirrel White are better than the receivers at Pitt? Sight unseen.
I don't know who they are. Larry Fitzgerald was pretty good.
Well, yeah. Also,
I got a guy who's 20-20 in the ACC. That's disgraceful.
Yeah,
it's just.
I don't know what the answer is for that. You wrote off the first couple of years of trying to find yourself. It started.
By the way, out of conference, he's overall he's only 33-27.
Well, here's what happens, bro. It's a Muschamp 2011 vibe. It's a Mike Dubose at Alabama vibe.
Right.
You catch it for a year and you pigeonhole the university.
He did have a 10-3 before the 13-1.
Again,
so. But FSU,
it's all Jordan Travis, bro. It's all about Jordan Travis's arc.
Well,
that is their record, his arc. And then he went out and they couldn't score against you and me.
FSU at worst should be 9-4. At worst, ever 10-3
because of the ACC.
Because of the ACC.
Yeah.
Because Stanford's in the ACC, and they have them on the schedule, and Stanford lost to Hawaii.
I mean, Cal and Wake and all of them, bro. We can't suddenly say NC State and Wake and do that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
If you're doing it right, those teams aren't on par. There's only a few in the conference that are capable of being on par with you.
Right.
You know, Miami, Clemson, Georgia Tech, maybe North Carolina with the right guy, maybe.
I don't know.
But nobody else is, here's the standard. Who's won natties?
Yeah.
If you haven't won a natty, you're not a natty winner. You're not capable of winning natties. You're not suddenly now in this new era going to start winning natties. And FSU and Miami and Clemson and Georgia Tech are the only ones that have proven that. Virginia Tech gets close, but they ain't winning natties.
It's amazing that Mike Norvell almost had the Alabama job.
Man, he parlayed it. He really did. I think, that 20 again, I'm not saying. So I don't need to come back to be, you're Jared first. I know they had other good players. I understand that. The reality is FSU's arc is absolutely parallel. If you transform the Jordan Travis arc, they would be right on top of each other. They would mirror each other. As Jordan Travis went from good to really good to great to best in the country, FSU went from good to really good to great to best in the country.
I like this. How they have these tiers of the teams. Tier 1 front runners: Texas, Ohio State, Penn State. That's fair. Tier 2 can win a national title: Georgia, Clemson, Alabama. Little Alabama, I don't know if I'd put them up there. Tier 3 could go on a playoff run: LSU, Notre Dame, Miami, Oregon. Tier 4 playoff contenders, and those are pretty much all the Floridas. If things
That's
start
where you get all the SEC schools. You're about to read 7 of them.
SMU, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Carolina, Arizona State.
South Carolina or North Carolina?
South Carolina. Liberty is on there, actually.
Well, they get the group of 5.
Yeah.
There's
Texas Tech, Louisville. So those are and then playoff potential Tier 5, and then top 25 potential Tier 6. So it's interesting.
You can quibble with that. I briefly mentioned it with Riley, and I think it does become, this isn't the days of the kickoff classic where Alabama can play USC and the loser is pretty much doomed now. They can't lose again the rest of the year. But the game is all it is used for is a measuring stick of Alabama and USC.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case anymore. LSU, Clemson, and as we go on and these conferences further separate themselves as having 90% of the capability of winning it all, the Big Ten and SEC in particular. These, Texas and Ohio State are going to matter. It should matter when you're considering Texas A&M versus Indiana in 4 months. Mm-hmm. And that comparison and the admission of the comparison, if you want your conference to get that extra spot when we give out the playoff, then you better win these interconference matchups of powerful teams. Or we're going to hold it against you in your conference. And you know what? They should. It should count. It should matter as long as we're leaving it up to, the judges. Which is basically what it is.
Did you guys know that Justin Jefferson hasn't been practicing? He's recovering from a hamstring?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I only know because they put that Q next to his name.
Do they?
When I'm, doing fantasy stuff.
The fantasy.
Yeah.
So our fantasy staying away from him, or is it still? No,
it's going high. But the bigger
I just saw a tweet that said, he may not be ready
I didn't
for
know that.
Week 1 Monday Night Football.
That's surprising.
Or at least be severely limited.
Well, then what kind of hamstring injury are we talking about?
If you're severely limited, you shouldn't play.
Well, I mean, listen.
Then you redo it.
Well, hold on now. He hadn't practiced at all. I mean, a hamstring already is limiting him for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. What are we talking about here? That becomes the question. It shows why maybe the trade for Adam Thielen was more than Addison missing the first 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was the prospect of not having, Justin Jefferson for a stretch as well. All right, let's go into the 9 o'clock hour. And first, offer you up a chance. Only. Thank you. It's a battle cry. Only call in if you can take them and use them.
Mm-hmm.
But we got an opportunity to give folks a chance to go down to the Swamp.
Oh, very good.
For the Gators and LIU on Saturday night. How many tickets you got, E?
I got a pair of tickets.
All right, a pair of tickets. So if you and your son or daughter, or you and your wife, or you and your beau, or whatever, you can go down to the Swamp on us. But come kind and come courteous. And again, above all, make sure it's something that you can do. coming up this Saturday. All right, the 9 o'clock hour is next on a Beatrice Plumbing Thursday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Grilling stuff.
3 double cheeseburgers with everything.
Fixing stuff.
Let's go to work.
Drinking stuff.
You know a lot about beer. He knows a lot about everything.
1010XL's Man's Man. Bring it, baby. Joe Coward. Weekdays noon to 2 on 1010XL.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits.
Did somebody say hit?
Whoa, Ray Lewis? We were just saying if your bet hits.
Huh. You know I love a good form tackle.
We know, Ray. We know.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Zero Res, man. Listen, what a great time to get your house in great shape for the football season. Summer is over. All the graduation parties are in the rearview mirror. All the backyard barbecues. All the folks traipsing through your house. Now get ready to traipse through your house. Football season, get the house all clean. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com right now. You can get your entire home Zero Resified from Jacksonville's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner. Get 3 rooms of carpet cleaning starting at just $135. Plus, they're throwing in a free hallway. Take $100 off air duct cleaning as well. Schedule that appointment. Call 287-5727, 287-5727. And ask for the 1010 special. Zero Res. You spell it backwards or forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Start your Saturday with a whiff of the great outdoors.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Loggeman, and we bring you the fresh air of the great outdoors.
On the Nimnit Outdoors Show, presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
This is the final week of Beers Diamond's incredible free finance offer. Hicken here. This week only, make any purchase, spread those payments over 5 years without a dime in interest payments. Not just on engagement rings, earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstone jewelry. Buy now, pay nothing down, spread your payments over 5 years. Such a smart way to buy and nobody else can do it. 5 years, 0 interest. You can even finance the sales tax. All GIA certified diamonds are included in this. I'm talking rounds, princess cuts, ovals, pear-shaped, cushion cuts, emerald cuts. You get the idea. Whether you get a $5,000 diamond or a $50,000 diamond, spread those payments over 5 whole years. Get the Beards Diamonds unbeatable price. Pay 0 down, spread your payments over 5 years. Lots of folks are doing this, but time is running out. The offer ends on Sunday and will not be extended. Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Shop local, shop Beards.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
There's a new game changer in downtown Jacksonville, and it's not the two-way star you might be thinking of. It's Pour Tap Room Jacksonville at Laura and Forsyth. 2 floors, 80 self-pour taps of craft beer, wine and cocktails, and a full liquor bar. Pour Tap Room has all your game day favorites. Wings, burgers, and more. You can even grab a slice or a pie next door at Pizza Dynamo, and they'll bring it right to your table. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville, a beer festival every day.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jag GM James Gladstone explained holding on to the number of running backs.
As you think about what Liam deployed in Tampa Bay, it was a committee approach.
Thursday Night Lights high school football lineup includes Jackson at Ribault. Tomorrow, Bishop Kenny will face University Christian. You can hear it live on 1010 XL 92.5. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:09 and it's 77 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010 XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
The Duval Minute has a heart, and the Duval Minute wants to do a shout-out and a congratulations to Travis Hunter and his lovely wife on the birth of their new baby. Apparently, that just occurred, so congratulations. Quite a whirlwind year for the Jaguars' first-round pick. Think about it. A year ago, he was getting ready for a Heisman Trophy season at Colorado. Since that time, NFL draft, Heisman Trophy, gets married, has a baby, moves to Jacksonville. Whew, that's a busy year, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Travis Hunter. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, always on the lookout for great people. Benefits are unbelievable. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Go see why Lift Power is voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Other reasons, rapidly growing business, proudly serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years, screams stability, family-owned and operated. You want to be part of the family? All you got to do for employment opportunities, go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
Nasty.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
I could have some breaking broadcast news when it comes to big-time sports coverage.
I like it.
Well, I'm watching ESPN's morning show here, and they've got a couple of players in from the PLL. I'm assuming that's the Professional Lacrosse League, whose playoffs apparently are this weekend, which just tells me ESPN's about to get on board with the Professional Lacrosse League. So look forward to triple headers upcoming this summer, where you'll get a WNBA followed by the Professional Lacrosse League, and then we'll just end it with some WWE. These jokers at ESPN, listen, I'm all for wrestling. I like wrestling. Wrestling's fine. I'm not like, oh, if you like wrestling, you're dumb. What is dumb is to go to the studio and analyze a scripted wrestling match.
Yeah.
It would be like after Law and Order, like CNN breaking down the case. It's a scripted match. I don't need post-game where the match turned and what move was the game breaker. Hick, you feel me?
I feel you.
Okay.
E.
Yeah.
Point of clarification, please.
Holla at your boy.
Rapper French Montana.
Oh,
who's he?
City Boy's up again. French Montana. He's a known rapper.
He's a known rapper?
Yeah, from Morocco.
Is he a pretty big dude?
Yeah.
So? All right.
Yeah.
Nothing great?
Nothing too great.
He's found his way.
Oh, yes, he did.
He's marrying into Dubai.
Oh, yeah.
He's engaged to
the princess.
Sheikha Mara bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum.
She goes by Sheikha Dat. Oh, never mind.
Well, French Montana better go by French Montana, Sheikha Al Masid Muhammad
Sheikha Dat Abudia.
Montana, whose real name is Kareem Karbouche.
Oh.
Popped the question as he walked the runway as a featured model for Paradise Ready to Wear Spring-Summer 2026 show in the French capital. Apparently, she shockingly called off her marriage to Sheikh Mana bin Mohammed bin Rashid bin Mana Al Maktoum.
I'm going to tell you one thing. Somebody's losing a hand at the end of all this.
In a scathing Instagram post, the princess, whose daddy is a
Go ahead.
Yeah. Billionaire.
This sounds like some sort of bit on Family Guy.
Decided to leave her husband, claiming he prioritized other companions during their marriage.
In other words, he was a cheater, is what he was. Yeah.
He's a dum-dum.
She wrote in an Instagram post on July 17, 2024, and I quote, I divorce you.
Okay.
I divorce you.
Mm-hmm.
And I divorce you.
Okay.
Take care, your ex-wife.
Wow. I wonder if something lost in translation there, I imagine.
The breakup post was intentionally crafted to mock an Islamic tradition called triple repudiation.
Okay, well, he was repudiated.
That's a controversial tactic.
Yeah.
That allows a man to instantly divorce his wife by declaring it 3 times.
Well, I mean, he's been repudiating all over town, apparently, so...
The family is worth an estimated, just in case you were wondering,
how
for
many
French
Bs?
Montana.
How many billions?
18 Bs.
Okay.
18 Bs.
It's a lot. Oof. I mean, again, y'all don't
Hey,
know.
are those racks or stacks?
No, those
Or
are
jacks?
Bs.
No,
Bs.
those are cosmic rocket ships. People, we
Bees.
hear it too
You have
much.
18 of those Bs.
Between deficits and franchise values, we have lost touch with what a billion is. So just Google what a billion is, gang. I'll give you a proper perspective. Listen, I have tried to save people from the de-evolution that society is facing in the form of the idiocracy. It's a real thing. I mean, it's just a matter of time. It was thought to be a tongue-in-cheek, sarcastic movie 15 years ago. It's turned out it's a documentary. The idiocracy is everywhere. I've got the European edition.
Okay. 158 times the height of Mount Everest.
Right?
That's a billion.
That's a billion. Think about
That's
that.
one.
Yeah. That's one way to characterize it. You can stack like plates and go halfway to the moon is what a billion is. It's ridiculous. All right, you ready?
Ooh.
A British man accidentally stabbed himself to death while trying to separate 2 frozen burgers with a knife. It happened in a freakish action.
So he's got the frozen burgers.
Right, he's trying
got the knife.
Yes.
And he
going towards them.
Yes.
pulled him right into
Yeah, the
Killed
idiocracy.
himself.
It's alive and kicking across the pond.
I got to be honest. Sounds like something I might do.
Well, again, this is meant as
Wouldn't
a warning.
shock me.
All right, now
Oh boy, that one hurt.
Now the freakish accident.
That's gonna leave a mark.
It initially left cops baffled.
Okay.
As they were looking into the death. Barry Griffiths, a 57-year-old, died after he accidentally plunged the blade into his stomach at his home in Wales. Griffiths, who lived alone and was described as, quote, very private, had been dead for several days before police carried out a welfare check and found blood splattered all through his kitchen and bathroom and bedroom. They thought somebody perhaps came and murdered him. But instead, no.
Yeah, you would think that.
Taken down by the idiocracy. It'll get more before the sun sets today.
One more entertainment bit of news for you.
Boy.
Congratulations to sweet Anna Kournikova.
Okay, what happened?
The 44-year-old starlet, former tennis
had a baby
player, is pregnant
with
at the age of 44
Isn't she
with
with
child.
like Mark Anthony or one of those dudes?
Enrique Iglesias.
Same
Mark's
guy.
a little older for her.
Aren't they the same guy?
No.
Okay.
Very different. She's been with him since 2001.
Post stage name, me.
And they have twins, Lucy and Nicholas, both 7. Youngster Mary, she's 5. And now she's with child again. She retired from tennis in 2003. She's kept a lower profile in recent years. Anna Kournikova. I don't think she ever won a title, but except for a couple doubles. But she was a heartthrob, I guess is the best way to put it.
Well, there is a saying in poker. When you get ace king, it's called the Anna Kournikova hand.
Okay.
Looks beautiful, but plays like crap.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Oh, that's just what they say. I'm sorry, they don't say it looks beautiful but doesn't win. That's what the Anna Kournikova. Yeah, looks beautiful but doesn't win.
That's better.
It looks so good when you get that ace king hick, and then suddenly it just goes downhill from there. Word comes out. I mean, according to Dawn Staley, she did interview for the Knicks job and would have taken it had they offered. An NBA team is going to do this at some point, aren't they? Yeah.
That'd be fine.
I don't think there's any reason that a woman can't coach an NBA team.
No, why not?
No, basketball's basketball.
Yeah.
You can't play in the NBA. Stop trying to sell me that part of it. Right? I'm watching anyway.
No, I think he could.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, there was a time where Pat Summitt could have been the men's coach in Tennessee to have been well served.
What's the
Hammond? Becky Hammond?
Yeah, Becky Hammond. She'll probably be it. But she's in the WNBA now, right? She's Vegas.
Is she?
Yes.
This is Sue Bird.
Sue Bird's not coaching.
No. But
Okay.
there's a lady who was with either Oklahoma City or the Pacers last year. Was top assistant for one of those two teams in the finals. So that's and by the way, when it does come, that's how it should happen. should happen from a top assistant in the league that knows the league. It shouldn't be from the hottest college coach. It should not be the, that barrier breaker to me.
Jenny Busek, first woman to coach the NBA Finals.
Yeah, which is she? Indiana.
Sonia Rahman, former MIT coach. Lindsey Harding, Lakers assistant. So there's.
I mean, the things that aren't physical, there's not enough of a. I mean, you can be whether you want to be a baseball umpire or a coach or any. I mean, there's no.
Yeah.
Especially if you grew up playing sports. Sports is sports, man. If you play basketball, you know how to draw up a play. It doesn't matter if you're, man or woman. It's the execution of said play and the watchability of those efforts, depending on who you are. That's it. Simple as that. All right, we're gonna take it. What are we doing when are we trending? Are we headlining?
We can trend.
We do it all.
A little bit of a show off today.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, looks like you're back. It looks like you've accepted your punishment.
Yeah, it is. It's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
We'll deal with
I like the 999.
Let's run it then. Let's just go with that.
You got to spin the wheel.
We got to. You like it. You accept it way too readily.
Yeah.
Hick, I got a very arguable list in front of you. In front of me, I saw this. Did you happen to take a look? I think it was the Gainesville Sun that did it.
Mm-hmm.
The best players of the last 20 of the first quarter century in Florida football.
Oh, okay.
And Kevin Brockway, I think, made it. He's certainly a lot closer to the program. This does not look anything at all like a list that I would come up with if I were ranking the top 25 players of the 2000s to this point. So
we'll do that and more next right here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When it comes to your favorite football team, John Osher is oh so sure to find the inside insight to keep you up to date. Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served up by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Get more Gators with Dan Hickett and me, Frank Frangie, on all things Gators on 1010XL Gators Podcast, with new episodes every Monday, brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, wherever you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH, Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Yo, what's happening, folks? It's your main man ET here for Twin Peaks, which happens to be the best in the game, by the way. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. And it's bigger game days, and it's bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that's always coming through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late at night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, too. Twin Peaks is open really late. You can wind down on some bourbon, some late night bite, and let's not forget the scenic views. And make sure you tell them ET sent you. Come on, somebody.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. The Jags now have a roster that's better than I thought it would be when this whole group got together. There was a lot of work to be done. There were a lot of cuts to be made, including players brought in by the previous regime. But this group knew what they were doing. I'm a little concerned about defensive tackle. I'm a little concerned about safety. But I like the roster more than I thought I would, and I can't wait to see him play in the regular season. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Experience professional grade at Nimnik Buick GMC, home of the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. This month, save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0% APR financing. Yes, 0%. You can't find deals like this anywhere else in Jacksonville. So shop 24/7 online at NimnikBuickGMC.com or at the showroom on Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
The doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists have resolved my hip and foot issues, and I'm back to training for the 2028 Olympics in LA. This is Garrett Scantling, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is David Garrard. Following my knee surgeries and recovery, I'm continuing to feel great and would recommend Southeast Orthopedic to anyone who's experiencing orthopedic pain.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Got a clogged drain that just won't quit? It's time to bring in the pros. Duck Duck Rooter.
I called Duck Duck Rooter for a clogged kitchen drain. They showed up fast and had it cleared in no time. No mess, no stress.
We've seen it all. Grease clogs, hairballs, mystery goo from the deep. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the duck.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. I always brag on what you guys have on-road and off-road. But, Greg, tell everybody about what's happening on the water because you got loads of opportunity.
We do. We've got lots of boats in stock. We got the Honda 19-foot Fisher Runabout. We've got the Coach pontoons, all of them with that legendary Honda motor and legendary Honda reliability, which you always want when you're out on the water.
You could be cruising along the Intercoastal or out on the ocean, but check it out. Facebook page ready for all of you to see, Cycles of Jacksonville, or their showroom on Atlantic near Regency.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
This is for Anna.
Take it, Enrique.
Those two are not very visible. I haven't seen Anna Kournikova in years.
Dropped off.
They did
They're raising a family.
I like it. I got a lot of respect for those sorts. What are the chances that Tay and Travis Kelce will drop out of the limelight for good?
Yeah, right.
Right?
No chance.
Yeah, no chance?
Zero chance.
Zero. All right, I've got a great way to differentiate for you the difference between $1 million and $1 billion. Again, we have lost sight of how much $1 billion is.
And imagine having 18 of those.
Right. Or imagine
18 of them things.
Having a net worth worth 14 is worth a lot.
Yep.
1 million seconds is 11 days.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. Yeah. 1 billion seconds is 31 years.
A billy.
That's right, man. Y'all don't know how much $1 billion is.
Sheesh.
Ooh, Lordy.
It ain't like 100 million. That ain't $1 billion. You know what $1 billion is? $1 million. That's a lot. Just saying. I remember what we were, Punch Stew 9 times has now made the list. I mean, Stu's got an enemy. Not doing the milk challenge. That ain't happening.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Already did it.
The 999 will go up there. We had another good. We got to get a passy and a bonnet on and get him going to the store, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Bonnet, passy. He can wear like one of those old school 1920s. Remember when the bathing suit?
The tie-on joint?
Yeah, they're like a one-piece looking swimsuit looking deal. Yeah, you get one of those and a passy and a big bonnet, and you go up there and get us some food, man, and bring it back on the double time.
Gotta do it soon if we move it.
We'll make them walk over there we'll walk you downtown. Go to Tidbits and bring us some food. Is that place still around? Huh? Nothing like a bit of Tid.
You want to see what's trending?
Say that one fast 5 times. See if it gets you in any trouble.
Trending is brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners.
Yeah, right,
That's Michael P. Harris and his family. They've been doing it at Oceanside for 35 years. They're so much better than everybody else, man. You ought to try them if you haven't. I know a lot of you have. Listen, when you're doing something for 35 years, and by the way, you can go see Mike and the family. They'll show you around. They'll show you how clean and what wonderful facilities that they have. They take great pride in it. And they always say if it's got fabric, they can clean it. Oceanside Cleaners got 2 locations to serve you. Jacksonville off Southside Boulevard and Ponte Vedra. They just don't clean. They care.
Number 5.
Well, Bill Belichick is in the news. As we know, he is the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels.
That's correct.
But he's in the news for something else. Bill Belichick's team filed for the trademark of the term gold digger.
What now?
His team filed trademark for the term gold digger.
Why is that?
So other people can't use the term about his girlfriend is what I'm guessing.
Exactly.
We're looking out for you, Coach.
So over the course of, and Carolina beat Wake today. Carolina now coached by Bill Belichick, whose gold digger girlfriend was in attendance.
The new series, Belly and the Gold Digger.
Yes, I guess that's what they're doing. I guess. I don't know.
They're going to cash in on
Yeah, I don't think they're going to use it themselves. I think it's probably a defensive move so no one else can. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I got one.
Hold on, let me get you right.
Please.
Number 4.
Let's go.
Dressed for the job of your dreams. This is a Florida man, of course it is. He detained a burglary suspect, but he did so doing late at night while wearing a set of Batman pajamas. He says it gave him the confidence necessary to become a vigilante crime stopper, at least for the night down there in Cape Coral. The police responded to a burglary call just after 2 a.m. and found the pajama Cape Crusader had already brought a suspect to heel. The department announced he was stirred from his slumber by his wife. Home security camera alerts. He noticed someone breaking into his vehicle, rummaging through his neighbor's garage. He went out in his Batman onesie and took care of business.
I mean, who's breaking in? Pee Wee Herman? I mean, what burglar gets taken down by a dude in a onesie, man?
Yeah, Batman. I'm Batman.
What kind of grown A man wears a Batman onesie to bed, Hick?
Yeah, great.
Let me tell you what didn't happen.
My guy.
Let me tell you what he didn't have to do to chase him down. He didn't have to knock his wife out of the way. Let's just say that.
Looks pretty good in his
he got
Batman
up
onesie.
Yeah, he got up out of his solo bed and went and attacked him. That's correct. Who's he married to? Wonder Woman?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
I'm Batman.
Number 3.
Oh, well, gentlemen, college football kicks off tonight. And but the big story here is Texas, Ohio State. I'm really excited about that, other than my team, the Miami Hurricanes, who will be taking on Notre Dame. But the cheapest ticket to get into Texas, Ohio State, care to take a guess, fellas?
$250.
Up.
Cheapest? No way.
$450.
No, $897.
No, not that high.
Well, they should be.
The cheapest ticket is $328 to get in the building, and at an average cost at $532.
It's kind of sad that, we go, oh, that's not too bad, because it is bad. It shouldn't be that way for college football. It's 90,000 people. You ought to be able to go for $100. I mean, it's just silly.
Number 2.
I have to exclude myself from these conversations at this point, Hick. Because because of our job, we have been to so many live sporting events that I would never pay that kind of money to go to a game. I'll watch it front row HD TV for the rest of my life if that's what it means. That's ridiculous.
Number 2.
This is a cool story. A man hit the Mega Millions for $273 million. But when he purchased the ticket, he actually left it at the gas station.
Oh, no.
And he returned to get it the next day. So the guy remembered him who purchased the ticket, and he put it underneath the register. So I'm curious to know how much is he going to give that guy, if he's going to give the guy
So
anything.
the guy goes in, he buys his lottery ticket, he stands around, he's probably shooting it around with he must know the attendant, and they're talking. And then when he grabs his keys and his soda, he leaves, but he forgets to pick up the paper ticket.
Correct.
And then the cashier goes, oh, I forgot his ticket. No, I'll just stick it right here. And then lo and behold, it wins.
It wins.
And
273 smackaroo, 273 million.
I'm going to say $1 million minimum.
Doesn't the store that you purchased,
yes.
don't they get some money?
Yeah, and he'll get some, but he won't get $1 million. The store might, but he won't.
Yeah, he need to
You
get
give $1 million, a pretty dadgum thank you.
That's generous.
That's generous.
Very.
But that when you got 207,
correct,
which means he'll get 130. So I'm giving you less than 1% as a tip. And if you don't, by the way, if you don't see it and put it away, or you throw it away, guess what I won? Yeah,
and it gets
double
even
Muggsy.
Better. Double Muggsy. It gets even better. City Boys are winning right now because his wife divorced him back in October.
That's beautiful.
But here's the thing, though. He reportedly said that she took care of him for the past 15 years while he was unemployed. So what should he do?
I give her some cash. If you have a decent, if you've split like harmoniously as you can, and it sounds like he at least appreciates, I guess, the freeloading he did off of her for a decade and a half.
15 of them things.
Yeah, throw her a couple. You got $130 million. How old is the dude? He's been around, obviously.
Yeah, I think it said like 57.
Yeah, man, you can't spend it all. Right? Yeah, give her some too. Yeah, of course you are. You're giving me $10 million is what you're doing.
That's fine.
10.
That's fine.
Minimum. And we'll talk.
Number 1.
And the number one trending topic that kind of broke the internet, because you never hear about most other NFL players who are having a baby. However, Travis Hunter and his lovely wife, Liana, I believe her name is, introduced a baby boy. So congrats to the lovely couple.
Again, he doesn't have much on his plate, so that should be easy to get going on with that.
That's what's true.
By the way, I think, did I say $1 million? It's 1,000 million is $1 million.
Yes.
1,000 millions is $1 million.
Another
got
math
too many
error.
millions of it. That one wasn't so much an error as a misspeak. I knew it was 1,000 million, but
either way, it's a lot of millions.
It's a billion is a bunch. That's the bottom line. We're back with more next on A. Betros Plumbing Thursday.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
When it comes to towing products, your safety is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Betros here, second generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Betros Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Betros Plumbing, here to help.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through August 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Pickett here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
You've got a lot on your plate. The last thing you need is car trouble. At Maxie's Mechanics, we help you keep your cars, trucks, and SUVs running safely. Visit MaxieAutoRepair.com today for honest service, reliable repairs, and peace of mind for you and your family.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the country that offers multi-unit hair grafting, FUE NeoGraft hair transplants, and the 45-minute effective PRP treatments.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
Thank you, IHRS.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Schedule a free evaluation and find out how to grow your hair back and keep the hair you have. Call 904-777-IHRS. Take the first step to restoring your hair today. Visit hairforme.com.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years.
Call now for a free in-person or virtual evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think kind of the same way. We pay a lot of money monthly, so if something happens and we need you, you need to be there. That's how the Kaprosky Agency looks at it with Goosehead Insurance as well. Craig and Chris Kaprosky value 2 words: customer service. Customer service. They don't take it lightly. If something happens, they get you the answers that you need, and they get them for you right away. If they don't call you, they call you right back if they don't answer. And whether it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business, I'm telling you, the Kaproskys will be there for you in your time of need. I speak from experience. They've helped me numerous times, and I appreciate them. Get an insurance checkup today. They're easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. That's Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com, or call them 904-478-8422, 478-8422. They're Craig and Chris Kaprosky. They're part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
This is Joe C. from XL Primetime and stoked to crank up the 9 after 5 once again at the Golf Club of Southampton. Every Wednesday, a little after 5, the gang at Southampton will be hosting us with a new game, and I'm inviting you to be a part of it. Now, through the summer stretch, break up the week with a little hump day fun every Wednesday. Call 287-PLAY to get on the tee sheet. There'll be food afterwards and prizes, including playing for a membership at the Golf Club of Southampton. Call 287-PLAY and hit the tee with Joe C.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
I'm going to cool down with this. You guys, E, you like pancakes?
Love them.
Who doesn't? Hick, you like pancakes?
Yeah, all right.
I'm starting an exciting new tradition at 1010XL. It's going to be called Pancake Thursdays.
Yeah.
I've got it lined up. I got the grills in. Johnny's going to be cooking them Thursday mornings at 9. I'm going to finance this endeavor, so I don't have to wait on anybody to buy it. Pancake Thursdays starting soon at 1010XL.
I like that.
Huh? That's a team building. That's camaraderie right there. What that is.
Morale.
Odds that the pancake breakfast happens.
1,000%. How about this? I'll bet you $8,000.
Why would I do that? Then you'll do it.
I'm doing it anyway. That's the point. You don't get to play the game that way. That's not fair. Oh, if you do it, it's only because of that. No, you're saying it's not going to happen. When it is, what's your punishment for being so ugly about it? Doesn't make any sense. Joy Crusher, I call you.
Can't wait.
Everyone, pancakes for everyone but this guy over here, since it's not happening.
That's fine.
It's going to have to be anyway. It can't happen here. Don't worry.
Won't happen here, yeah.
Yeah, can't happen here. Anyway, that's how I'm cooling down.
Who made the mess in the new building?
No, it's all approved, man. I got approval. You have no idea. This is where you messed up. I've got approval across the hall, an important spot. I've got the cook lined up. I've got the grill in. Well, I've got the whole place is excited. They're buzzing with excitement and enthusiasm. And here comes Danny Downer, E. Here's the list.
Maybe that's because I've been around you for, 25 years.
Now you're attacking me again.
I know what happens.
You won't stop.
Oh, you call me. You're not attacking me?
How?
Shut up.
What do you mean? Oh, good grief.
Get me out of here, please.
Yeah.
I need a break.
The top 25.
Top 25.
Yeah, whatever. Florida players.
What do we got?
What do you got? Who do you like?
From what?
From the 2000s. For
Tim
the last
Tebow.
25 years. Right. That's number one.
Percy.
I guess it gets down to the bottom. As I was a little bit surprised that
Tebow and Percy.
Some guys that made the
Who
list,
else?
and some guys that are lower. Like, does Shannon Snell feel like a top 25 player of the century? I guess he was the first team All-American.
Yeah.
You forget these things.
Kyle Pitts will be up there high.
There's a lot of these guys are from the early 2000s.
Where does Lito get
when
in?
They were good? That's what I'm looking at here. He was up pretty high. Kadarius Toney is 23rd. Ahmad Black 24th. This is the one. 25.
Kyle Trask, I'm sure, is in there.
Yeah, he is, and he's ahead of the guy who's 25th. This is where, like, you could argue like the Jacksonville complex if you don't get your Chris Leak 25.
Well, he should be higher.
Way higher.
They disrespected Chris.
Way higher.
Way higher.
Shouldn't he be 5th?
Yeah, top 10.
25?
Try that.
What are the parameters?
One is an Addy.
Here's the top 5. Just you're right, exactly. And by the way, it was a top recruit. The program wasn't in great shape when he chose Florida.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot there that should put him way, way higher than 25.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, Tim Tebow is 1.
How about Brandon James? Is he in the list?
I think he is in the list. Percy Harvin is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Rex Grossman is 3. A great player, but I don't know. 3?
Yeah, he was third in the Heisman voting.
Wasn't he second or no?
Second.
Alex Brown, 4. Joe Hayden, 5.
Joe Hayden's a great player.
He was.
Marquise Pouncey, 6. Going to give some.
You got to always remember, like, who at Florida, like, that's the list. It's not what they did in the NFL.
That's right.
So you got to eliminate that out of your head. And Pouncey and Hayden, those guys are all Americans, right?
Yeah.
Those are first team all Americans.
And most of these are.
Yeah.
And Leak probably wasn't, ever.
And Alex Brown probably was too.
Yeah,
he
for
had
sure.
I know he had that
7
1 year.
sack. He had a 7-sack game, I think, against Tennessee. 6 or 7 sacks. Kyle Pitts is 7.
Okay, yeah.
Brandon Spikes.
Kyle Pitts was an incredible, and I think
college player.
He probably won the Mackey Award. Probably won that.
He did, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Brandon Spikes is a great college football player. He's
great
8.
player.
Reggie Nelson, great college football player, is 9.
Maybe one of the best. He would be, in my opinion, under Wilbur, but one of the top 3 or 4 defensive players I've ever seen at Florida. The eraser.
Aaron Hernandez is 10, and I don't say this because of what happened after, but wasn't he like better pro than college? He was good at Florida, but was he?
I think he was All-American too. And you know what? He probably
first team All-American, won the Mackey Award also.
Yeah.
You forget how good these guys were. I guess that's one of Urban's guys. Okay, here we go. Now, again, basically this guy's listing the All-American. All-American earns you.
Well,
that's why.
I mean,
should it though? Is Mike Pearson more important or better than Chris Leak? No world, man.
Oh no.
So Mike Pearson's 11.
Chris Leak, you make an exception for.
You
don't have to be.
That's fair.
But keep going because I want to see.
Mike Pearson, 11. Lito Shepherd, 12.
Yeah.
Jabbar Gaffney, 13. Another first-team All-American.
Yeah.
A 2-time, by the way, 2001. Vernon Hargraves.
I don't know, was he first team?
Third.
Might have been.
Wait. No, he was first team twice, 14 and 15.
Wow.
Third team in 13, first team in 14 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
Kejuan Ratliff.
Mm-hmm.
He had a heck of a last year, especially.
Yeah.
He was like a pick-6 guy, wasn't he? By the way, 6th all-time on the interceptions list. The UF single-season record for interceptions. He had 9.
Ooh.
In 03.
That's pretty good.
16 is Trask. He had 1 great year. Brandon James was on the list. 17. Very versatile all-around guy. Shannon Snell, 18. Matt Elam, 19. Interesting that you chose him. But
yeah.
Osiris Torrance.
I wonder if we kept any. It's amazing, man. Florida's only had 1 basketball player as a first-team All-American, right? Walter Clayton.
Yeah.
Was the first-team All-American, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You're at like 20 for the Gator football. And this is only since 2000.
Osiris Torrance, Sharif, every single player on this list.
Okay.
Caleb Sturgis, 22nd.
I love Caleb, but
first-team All-American.
Kicker shouldn't be ahead of Chris Leak.
How do you feel about Caleb Sturgis?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
It was me and Caleb Sturgis against E and the pickleball pro when the Achilles went down.
Oh, no.
Hell of a pickleball player.
Sony, 23, on my black, 24, Chris Leak, 25. All right.
So, okay. The only problem I have with that, it really is Chris Leak.
Yeah, and the fact that you weren't an All-American, he should be in that top 5 or 10. He was. They do not win that natty without him.
Yeah, he was terrific.
And he also came to Florida when they needed him.
Also matters.
Right? I mean, they needed that level of player. He was the top quarterback in the country.
All right, we'll grab a break, make the turn for home next here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Hey, Jacksonville, DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, 2 locations in Jacksonville.
Time now for a medical recap. A health and wellness tip from Jaguars head team physician, Dr. Kevin Kaplan.
Here's a simple tip for shoulder health to improve your posture. Slouching can put extra stress on your shoulders, leading to pain and injury. Make sure your head is over your shoulders are relaxed and pulled back, and your spine is properly aligned, whether you're sitting or standing. If you sit for long periods of time, make sure to get up and take breaks and work on pulling your shoulders back. Get up and get moving, Jacks. Go Jags.
Football is a game of inches, and at Front Runners Tap House, every inch counts. Catch every big play on their massive 396-inch giant television. The ultimate game day experience is waiting for you at Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, making the turn for home here on the drill. Hey, I got a question for you.
I'll let you boy.
You know that in the NFL, that perfect passer rating? You know, it's like 158 or something.
Yeah, 158.3 or something.
Yeah, you guys have had it. What quarterback has had the most games with a perfect passer rating in NFL history?
A-Rod jumps to my head.
A-Rod, that'd be a good guess. Do you have a guess, Jeffrey? Quarterbacks had the most perfect passing games in NFL history.
I will go Drew Brees.
Incorrect. E, you're up again.
Let's go with the Sheriff.
Sheriff has had 3. That's one behind the leader, though.
Oh.
Mahomes? Nope.
Yeah, it's not Thomas.
You ready
Patrick
for
Brady.
the answer? Kirk Cousins. Good guess. Incorrect.
Fitzmagic.
These guys have had 3. Kurt Warner, Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning. This guy's had 4. Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
Probably, I bet you his perfect. It'd be interesting to compare the pass attempts in those perfect games.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson's done it in 86 starts, by the way. Peyton did 3 in 265. Roethlisberger, 247. Brady in 333. And Kurt Warner in 116. So, interesting. He's 28 years old, too. So, not too shabby for Lamar Jackson, the guy who can't throw.
You're right. They didn't want that man to play quarterback.
Continues to And that year he had last year, man, that was Baltimore's going to be tough, man. I don't know. Good luck knocking those guys off. That's going to be an interesting one. But again, that's the AFC, man. You got to go through all these teams to get to the top of the mountain. And to win, and to get to the Super Bowl, you're probably going to have to beat a combination of Burrow, Mahomes, and Lamar in the postseason.
At least two of them.
Oof. E, get us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Morning, Tone.
Morning.
What do you got cooking today?
The way you asked that question, I thought it was going to be a player playing. That would be a surprise. So in my head, I was thinking Goff.
Yeah, that'd be good because
Right, because he had that run here the last couple of years where, he had a couple near perfect completion games.
And I don't know what goes into, Jeff has an interesting point. Like, I don't know what the minimum attempts are to have a perfect game.
Right.
Is it 20 or is it, because, but I ain't taking anything away from Lamar Jackson.
No.
What did he throw? 40-some touchdowns and like 4 picks last year or something like that?
Something nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing today?
Mike DeRocco will be in with us for the
wonderful.
program. We're back on our season schedule.
Season schedule is up and flowing.
Yes, it is. As we're about a week and a half away from the Jags actually playing a game. That'll count. But we'll have Mike DeRocco in with us today. Our question of the day asking which of these Jaguars is most likely to have their career best season to date. Your options, Trevor Lawrence, ETN, Trayvon Walker, Tyson Campbell.
Who will have their best year to date this year? Their career year. Oh, that's a good question. Ooh, that's a good question.
We'll answer like every other.
We all hope it's
this
Trevor.
Season. It better be Trevor. It's past hope. We're past hope. It better be.
We all hope it's Trevor.
That's
but
probably the most likely, too, to be honest.
I don't know. Like, Trayvon Walker is interesting because he has improved each year. I was looking at his stats the other day. Now, he went from 10 to 10.5, but his pressures get better each year, too. And
I'm a big believer in I heard a few years ago that quarterback hits, generally speaking, half of them should translate to sacks.
Okay.
And Trayvon had a season last year where I think he had 15 quarterbacks hits and still wound up with 10.5 sacks.
Okay.
Right? So the QB hits say he had more of like an 8-sack season.
Right.
Right? It wound up at 10.5. You don't take it away from him. The number is the number.
Right.
That kind of thing. But I do wonder if it regresses a little bit based on that. I do not know. I know he's had a terrific offseason. Right? So people that want to put 15 out there for Trayvon, I'm not trying to stop them.
Right.
From putting that kind of thing out there. But it is something I have my eye on going into the year.
Fair enough. Have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony. D-Rock's here as well. Should be a fun day. Jeffrey, our work is done.
Jaguars today is coming up next. It's been a Beatros Plumbing Thursday.